Roll Over DJ by Jet on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. All right, Karl?
Yeah.
Bit miserable today, Karl. Let me explain why.
Go on.
Steve, and to you, the listeners. Well, we came into a big bunch of stuff. Dropped off like, was it Becky from Marks and Spencer? Just like lovely stuff. Food, presents for the cat, books, just, you know, to Ricky and Steve. Ricky and Steve who do the show, right? Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant.
GQ presenters of the year.
Creators of The Office, right?
Award winning.
Carl's looking over. I go, well, maybe, it's not for you, no. And then he told me why he's grumpy anyway.
Go on.
Do you know what XFM are giving everyone? How long have you been here?
About 6 years.
What are you getting for Christmas from XFM?
2 CDs.
Is that of your choice, or do they choose them?
There's a list of about 30.
Right.
Tell them what you chose.
30 CDs. I've gone for Kings of Leon album.
Yeah.
And the best of Bob Marley.
Haven't we given them away in the past or something? Or you could have burnt them off, couldn't you? You could have done copies. Illegal, but you could have done that anytime you wanted.
I don't think Bob Marley minds if you bootleg his CDs.
It's out of order though, isn't it?
It is bad.
Although
is that always the case? Has it always been the truth of all the time you've been here?
No, it has been better than this.
Yeah, although you do get paid quite well and you do have an easier time.
Yeah, but don't give me the CDs then. If it was a milkman, you don't go, have 2 bottles of semi-skimmed. Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
That is a valid point.
Do you know what I mean?
You complain? Who is it who made this decision?
There's no point. No point, is there?
Why?
Just no point. I don't like moaning anyway, just...
Has it come from up top? Is it from the capital people?
Just everyone. That's what everyone gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but will Christian get 2 CDs for getting up at 4:30 every day for about 5 years?
And keeping this station afloat.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm a bit fed up.
What do you listen to first, Marley or Leon?
Well, you have a bit of Marley.
I'll tell you what Marley's good for as well. You'll go have a little beach holiday, aren't you, over Christmas, going to Lanzarote? Listening to that on the beach, you'll realise how wise XFM are in the long run. You go, well, look, they could have given me 400 quid, right? I'd have spent that. But this is, the legend lives on.
It keeps on giving.
So you probably, you know what I mean? Think how much what you got to think of is how much all these great songs took, not only from the depth of his soul and, all his sort of angst and knowledge and love, and then all the studio time, the marketing, and they're just giving you one that. They go, don't worry about that, Carl, just have it. And you go, what? All the time we spent it with Bob Marley and everything is there. Have it, Carl, have it, Carl. And
practice.
Yeah, have that. Thanks, well done. Carry on. We're still going to pay you for the work.
Yeah.
That's just some on top.
Here's a little piece of Bob, free.
Yeah, so don't moan, it's extra. So they didn't have to give you it at all. Play a record, you ungrateful little swine.
Some people, like the homeless, aren't getting anything this Christmas.
This is my favourite Elvis Costello track of all time. It's Alison.
This wasn't on the list. Right.
Elvis Costello, Alison on XFM 104.9. So that's it. Maybe, I'll tell you what, a good idea, Carl. Just beg. Just ask for other things. What do you want? What do you want for Christmas? You must have a big fan base out there willing to make you things. Maybe like a little, I don't know, gloves, pair of gloves. Just like
little wee hat.
If you want to send a necklace in for Suzanne, that'd be handy.
Oh yeah.
That's what she wants.
Is Suzanne listening today?
No, she's out.
Right, okay, this is the dilemma. Me and Steve, yesterday, were trying to convince Carl that it would be a good idea to buy Suzanne a Christmas present. Okay? Now, why aren't you going to buy her a Christmas present? Explain, Carl, why you don't think you should buy her a Christmas present.
No, I've told her I'll get her one, but in the new year. We're going away on holiday and that, so there's no point taking stuff away.
Yeah.
Going to Lanzarote next week.
Just get something in the sales after Christmas for this,
Yeah.
Right. And me and Steve were trying to explain to Carl that she would love it if you bought her something on Christmas Day.
Yeah, but she knows now.
But
knows what?
I've told her. So
no, well, I'm going to tell you. Do you know, right, this, dear listener, this was Carl's worry. I said, I bet she's got you something. And Carl was worried in case he got her something and she hadn't got him something.
Yeah, he'd be livid.
He didn't want to be down. He didn't want to be a present down.
Yeah.
Look at his face. So buy her a nice necklace. Don't spend, just spend £100, you know, just a little token.
We're going away. We're going taking her away on holiday.
You're not taking her away, are you? What, you're paying for it, are you?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Well, half and half and that.
Right.
So you're paying for you to go on holiday? That's good of you. So the gift is your company, really?
She's done all right.
She's done all right.
Why do you talk like you're 60 years old? And you've been working down the mines?
I don't know, she's done all right. Do you go over to her and say, Suzanne, you're bloody lucky?
I mean,
You've fallen on your feet.
to
Look
be
who
fair,
you've
Rick,
got. What?
I'm not sure she has done all right. I don't want to be critical, but...
Oh, dear.
So what are you going to get in the sales?
What are you going to get her?
Yeah, it depends. I'm thinking, I mean, I'll give her the choice. She can have Kingsley and or Bob Marley. Right, I'll let her decide there.
Oh, dear. I can't wait to see you. Where are you going, Lanzarote?
Yeah,
Where's that?
don't know. Suzanne sorted it out.
I said, Lanzarote. I said, is that Africa or is it Spain or Portugal? Just thought you don't know. What do you mean don't know? I goes, well, what's the currency? I went, don't know. I said, Suzanne booked this one, did she?
Yeah.
I thought, where is it? Is Lanzarote African or
Foreign.
Something like that.
Somewhere foreign.
I was looking last night, and doesn't look that good. Like one of the highlights of the things it says you've got to do is go and have. Apparently, they've got restaurants in caves, and that's like one of the things they say you must do. So, if that's a highlight, do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll do that. Go and see what that's like.
Yeah.
When you're on the beach, Carl, do you wear the very, very tight Speedos?
No.
Do you walk
What's
around
you
with
wear?
them?
Sort of longish shorts,
Yeah.
t-shirt on, probably with a sort of a light shirt on top of that.
Right, sure.
So quite wrapped up then.
Covered up. Do you wear a hat? Because obviously the bald head, there's risk of sunburn.
No, I just put a bit of lotion on it.
Lotion on there.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of a wander down the beach, have a look.
Yeah.
See if there's any old blokes with their tackle out and a backpack.
A lot to look forward to. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to finding out how you get on.
Yeah, I'll let you
And
know.
interested to know what she gives you on Christmas Day.
Probably get
More
anything.
scintillating chat after this next song.
All right, bit of placebo.
Yeah, love it.
Special needs.
Placebo, special needs on XFM 104.9. Email in where Lanzarote is. I don't know if it's Italy or Spain or Europe or maybe Africa. You know, these are the sort of things, these are the reasons I come into it, to at least learn something, innit, Carl? We've stopped educating Ricky, so I've stopped learning, you know, about things like the woman who ate mud all her life.
I told you something before when we were in the office.
What did you, go on, what was that? What did you teach me?
They've just counted how many fish are in the sea. And that.
No, they
They've
haven't.
just done a census. or
A
whatever.
census.
What, a fish?
Yeah, some fellas have gone in the sea and they've got to work out. There's about...
Mrs. Spratt, is this your son? No, he's a lodger. Okay, well, let's mark him down. That's 2. Oh, I've lost count. 6,400,000. Oh, darn. So how many are there?
There's a lot. There's...
Oh, well, there are more species of fish than bird, mammal, and reptile put together.
Can I ask a question?
That's on my DVD of animals.
That's still available in the shops. Probably find that online. You'll get that slightly cheaper.
$15.99. What? Go on, ask me a
Special
question.
features of
Ask me a
which
question.
include,
Ask me a question.
Karl's Pilkington's also on the DVD.
Yeah.
That's a perfect Christmas gift.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, this is a question. I was discussing this yesterday. This is not a bit of shit. This is not a joke. I genuinely have always been slightly perplexed, and we were discussing it last night. The notion of the birds and the bees.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mean, the birds and the bees. I understand how.
Why they use the birds and the bees?
Yeah, because, you see, I always, as a child, I never know. I assumed the bees were having some kind of relations with the birds.
No.
So what is there anything to do with the birds and the bees, or is it literally, just like a euphemism? It's just, the birds and the bees.
No, but they...
Do the birds do anything with the bees?
No, not at all. It was
Do
where
they just
parents...
take them out? They
it was where
smooth them?
parents used to sidestep the issue by saying things like, when a lady blackbird and a man blackbird, they meet, right? They make a little nest. And then because they're in love, they have an egg.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I understand that. That makes sense. But why the bees? Why the birds and the bees?
Well, probably... I don't know.
I don't know. You see, within nature, forgive my ignorance, within nature there is no relationship between bees and birds, is there?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Nothing's going on.
But probably what it was, if the parent found it hard to say, you know, Daddy puts his penis at Mummy's vagina, it was much easier to say, like in the insect world, billions of them queue up and just fill the queen with spunk for about a day.
Sure.
You know, thus avoiding the embarrassing intercourse.
Exactly.
That's what I think, Carl. What do you think?
Were you taught about the birds and the bees? Did anyone bring that up with you?
No, it was just in that class, wasn't it? When they put a video on.
That's what we had. No, we had a film.
And they just said, "Leia, I watched that." And then
what film though? Basic Instinct.
It was just like, you know, two people, and all sat around the telly and watched it. One girl fainted. And they said, "Right, that's that. Next week, you know, prisms or whatever."
And did it teach you everything you needed to know?
Well, how much do you need to know?
Yeah, true. No, true. Except one kid in my class still thought a baby came out of an arse. Afterwards, he didn't understand.
I think what they should have shown on those videos is technique as much as anything.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because it was largely just instructional.
Wooing. Wooing.
What it didn't tell you was how to get into a position where this might be of some interest. That should have been the first 4 weeks of the course.
Yeah, well, obviously that baby who had the kid who had a baby. What was going on there, Carl?
That was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was going to be your favourite programme, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't that good in the end.
Why?
You told us about this story ages ago, didn't you?
Ages ago. I told you about a year ago about a baby that had a baby.
Yeah, it's a bit different. The baby that had a baby, isn't it? Whereas a Siamese twin with a breech actually just, you know, developed inside him for, you know, just, well, it wasn't even developing. It was a twin stillborn that just was enveloped in the other one's body. So it's a little bit different to a baby. What had a baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually disappointed he was. Do you know what he said to me? He went, "Well, I thought it was going to come out." And go, "Oh, bloody hell, I'm 7. What a waste of my life." Like he'd been in there going, "Oh, hello, hello, 7." Idiot.
Yeah, a bit disappointing. But there was a programme on after that, right? At 10 o'clock on Discovery, and I haven't got Discovery.
Oh, right.
It was about... Oh, I didn't see it. This is it. I was going to say to people, if they've got a copy of it on tape, if they can send it in.
What was it?
About a baby with 4 legs.
Right.
That was on at 10 on...
It wasn't a puppy?
No.
What's it doing up there?
Yeah.
It's my baby. Oh, is it, Mum? All right then, fine. Yeah. It's got 4 legs, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do have
Look,
4 legs.
Dad's gone, he's never coming back. You've got to get over it.
So, if anyone's got
not a baby.
Send it in.
Oh,
Right,
dear.
okay,
Send it in.
good.
So you want a tape with a baby with 4 legs. You're going to be disappointed again. It's not going to be like a baby with 4 legs who's running up the curtains. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that. It's probably going to be 2 legs and then 2 sort of like floppy appendages. You know what I mean? They're not going to be brilliant. It's not going to be like Jake the Peg. You're going to be disappointed.
Apparently Lanzarote is one of the Canary Islands.
Oh, is it?
Although we've also been told it's part of Spain.
Right.
I don't know who to believe.
I don't know who to believe either. That puts me back because I knew it was either one of them.
Yeah.
I just
What about it? Pilot knows, doesn't he? Pilot knows where he's going.
I thought so, yeah.
Doesn't matter then. Right, we're playing Jayhawks.
Let's play it.
Love it.
Got bored with that conversation, did you?
Jayhawks, save it for a rainy day. We had a lot of emails, Rick, saying, is Karl the fat bloke from The Office?
Oh, Keith. No, not at all. No. Karl has no discerning talent whatsoever. Karl presses the buttons.
Yeah, that guy's a funny sort of comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, incidentally, we've also had an email that says, sack Karl. Your thoughts?
It's not worth it. What difference does it make? Do you know what I mean? So Alive, Ryan Adams on XFM. We're by ourselves. Where's Karl, Steve?
Well, if we can get through this link, Rick, there's no need for him whatsoever, because I'm manning the desk, you're over there providing the shtick and the comedy, the laughs, the entertainment.
Karl is making us a cup of tea, but he was too late for that even. You know, he's providing very little for the show. I think he's threatened to bring Rockbusters back for one last time.
Looking forward to that enormously.
Yeah. Now, I like Ryan Adams, but I prefer his sort of like melancholy, sort of modern alt country sort of vibe than that one.
Yeah.
Which brings me nicely to this.
Okay.
I got sent a CD in the week.
Yeah.
All right, just play this.
You want me to play it?
Yeah. Isn't that great?
It's brilliant.
I love that. It makes it sound like a real song.
Yeah.
And he just phoned to ask permission. Of course, I said yes, put it on his website. I don't know what he's doing. His name's Ben O'Sullivan, and I think it's part of a live gig by the sound of it. He's just stuck that on a CD for me. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah. He's got a great voice as well.
It's brilliant.
Just a little bit more.
I think we should explain to people who probably don't know why we're playing this. It's actually a David Brent song from The Officer, and he's covered it.
That's
but he's
part
covered
of,
it.
part of Series 1, of course, and both Series 1 and Series 2 are still available on DVD. Perfect.
We don't
Christmas
need
gift.
Carl.
You don't. You're absolutely
Can't
right.
you just play a record without going wrong now?
Let's see, we've played that, we're talking. Why don't you introduce the Long and Winding Road? This is the version from that remix Let It Be album where they've taken all the strings off of the Phil Spector version.
I'll see if I can. This is Long and Winding Road by the Beatles, but this is the one where they've taken all the strings and stuff, that Spielvector version. Spielvector. So close.
So close.
Long and Winding Road. I love that, but I don't like the way McCartney sings here. There's just one, he goes, you leave me waiting here.
Well, he's always got that slightly affected
But it sounds
style,
like
doesn't it?
Richard Burton or something, here.
Yeah.
But it's only one that does it, but I don't know why. I just think he likes it or wants to go back and change it. Maybe it's like... But having said that, you know, I'm not taking away from the Beatles, one of the best bands ever.
Well, yeah, good luck to
Brilliant songwriters.
they do well.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of emails, Carl. I don't want to sort of put a dampener on your Christmas, but a lot of people have been slagging off Lanzarote. One of them just said, well, one of them just, I don't know if I can find
It is Canaria, isn't it? It is one of the Canaries, isn't it?
It's a volcanic island covered in volcanic dust. It's very windy, so you have to dig a hole to sit in on the beach, and there's hardly anything to do. That's from Mike Godham, he says, unless you like quad biking, well, you know, you've seen what happened to
No,
Ozzy
don't
Osbourne
go
this week,
quad
so don't do
biking.
that.
No, with your little head, there's no protection at all, is there?
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know.
At least Rick Mann and Ozzy had lots of hair. Yours would be like Humpty Dumpty. It would crack like a little egg. And then we'd seen, there's no kings or kings horses. So,
Yeah, well, they couldn't do the job anyway.
No, we shouldn't really send them. They're not really qualified.
Horses not equipped to put
send
back
a
an egg
medical
man.
man like Neil Fox in
Yes.
to mend
but not
eggs.
some kind of military horse.
I bet he's had egg on his face a few times, hasn't he?
What, Foxy?
Yeah.
Most of the series are Pop Idol.
Right, Carl. Lanzarote, good or bad?
Well, you got to give it a go, haven't you?
Yeah, well done.
Give everywhere a go.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. You know, don't just take the word for it. I mean, if it had said an Alanova, Lanzarote shit, he'd have believed it.
Sure.
You know, if he'd have overheard it in a pub,
Yeah.
Lanzarote a crap, he'd have believed it. He'd have seen it on a website that was mainly concerned with monkeys and witches, he'd have believed it.
Yeah.
As it is.
Everybody raves about New York, and when I went there, I thought it was rubbish.
Well, you're an idiot then, because that is possibly
though,
the
isn't it?
greatest city in the world,
Subjective.
along with London.
Subjective, though. That's why they have holiday programmes and that, innit? So you see it and you decide for yourself and that.
Yeah, but you saw Venice on a holiday programme, as you put it. You went there and you went, it was rubbish, full of black bin liners.
Well, it is.
Right. Didn't they show that?
It stunk.
Didn't Judith Chalmers say that? Oh, it stinks here and there's loads of rubbish everywhere.
No, she didn't.
Did she mention that?
Oh, that's what I mean. So it depends what you want from holiday, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. But
So,
you're an idiot if you don't like New York, so next.
Anyway, go on, break up, guys. Kiss and make up.
Yeah.
Carl, we've had an email. Some old Rockbusters. Someone's emailed in. They wonder if you can get some of your old Rockbusters clues, your old genuine Rockbusters clues. I know Rockbusters has come back.
Well, of course he
today
can. It's the way his brain works.
Well, indeed. But I think you'll. Maybe you can also enjoy the challenge, Rick.
Yeah.
And you at home.
I remember them as well, because I remember how angry they made me.
Here's some old Rockbusters. That army's got some nice trenches. DW.
That army's got some nice trenches.
DW.
No?
Dandy Warhols.
That one works.
It's not bad, is it?
That's why I didn't get that one, because it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She's only got one sticker left.
it was actually he's only got one sticker left.
Oh, okay. He's only got one sticker left.
Oh, the band His Last Sticker.
Exactly.
With Justine Fishman, yeah, His Last Sticker. They were brilliant, weren't they? What happened to His Last Sticker? Are they still going?
He'll strap some chocolate to your feet. That's A. A band or artist. A. He'll strap some chocolate to your feet.
Go on.
Aerosmith. I don't know. really what that means, but... And finally, you'll have to...
Aero cobbler.
Well, yeah.
The well-known aero cobbler.
And you'll have to stick her in the oven, AB. You'll have to stick her in the oven.
See, he thinks blacksmith means like just shoes. Like it's not the smith. It's the smith part. A smith is just a right, isn't it? So it doesn't. I don't know. Aerosmith. What does that mean, Carl? What does that mean?
Come on, you'll have to stick her in the oven, AB.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
But it doesn't work.
Apparently it does. You'll have to stick her in the oven, AB. Single or artist?
What, Anita Baker?
Anita Baker.
Why you have to stick her in the oven?
Anita Baker.
Oh, I need to. But why didn't you say like you'll have to get his hair cut and put a nice white chef's hat on? That's Anita Baker.
See, that works.
That works, Carl. I need to bake her. Doesn't work. It is shite.
Okay, well, listen. Before you judge, listen to today's Rockbusters. They're here with us now. Here's Karl Pilkington.
Yeah, brought it back just for Christmas.
Brilliant.
I've only got two really.
What?
Because I was trying to work one out before, right, in my little room.
Yeah.
I was looking at different band names, thinking, what can I do?
Yeah.
Couldn't concentrate because Ricky was in there trying to spray deodorant all over the place. Right?
Well, you should have done them yesterday.
You should have shut me out.
Right.
So there's just two. Brilliant.
Well, I've kind of got an idea for the third one.
fine,
I'll have a go.
Yeah.
Right, so anyway, the first one...
Should we play a record and come back to this?
We'll do it quickly, we'll do it quickly.
No, play a record. This is rubbish.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Libertines.
Useless.
Give me the gifts. Let me have a look what prizes you've got.
Libertines, Don't Look Back Into the Sun on XFM. Well, the general public are getting involved with Carl's holiday, and I mean, this has been a damning report on Lanzarote.
There's not been a positive word written about Lanzarote so far.
Wow. It's volcanic. There's no natural water supply.
Apparently there's no natural water supply. It's
You
all
have to sit in a
imported.
hole. What do you think of this, Carl? What do you think of the people that want you to know that you're going to a rubbish place when you can't change it? What do you think of that?
Rubbish though, will it?
What do you mean?
All right.
What do you mean it'll be right?
Because I'm going to go there thinking, oh, there's no water and that, and there will be water.
No, they didn't say there's no water.
What did they say then?
There's no natural water supply.
Whatever. I'm not bothered. It doesn't bother me.
All right.
I'm going to have a good time and that.
What are you going to do? What do you plan to do?
Got a book.
What book you got?
Rich Hall book. I'm just going to read that. So,
Brilliant.
and the weather's better than here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Someone emailed just now. They said they're listening online and there's a problem with their computer and everything's sped up. The music's sped up. Our voices, Rick, are sped up. Except Carl's. That's how slow he speaks. So when everything's sped up, he sounds a normal.
Right, we're doing Rockbusters.
Yeah, come on. Listening
Steve, do you
online.
want to do the clues?
I won't do the clues, I'll never be able to piece them together, but I'll give you the prizes. The Old Grey Whistle Test Volume 2, Kumar's at number 42, Volume 2, or maybe that's Volume 1, who cares? Porridge Series 3, Volume 2, The Office Complete Second Series on VHS, for anybody who's still got grandparents, and U2, a Best of 99 to 2000, and Smash Hits The Reunion, that'll be the kind
Carl.
of stuff you'll love. Spice Girls is on there, Liberty X, Atomic Kitten.
Do you see that? Do you see Steve's enthusiastic? Even though the competition's rubbish, the prize is a second rate, Steve is going, well, I'm not going to punish London, right? I'm going to big it up. You're there. Oh, fine. Do you know what I mean? Come on.
Right, here's
Clue
the
one,
first
come
clue.
on,
Clue one.
Come on. Come on!
Shut up!
Come on!
Can't do any photos because it's been nicked by a German.
Right, start again.
Oh,
Start again.
what?
Clue 1. Rockbusters, Clue 1.
Okay, this is Rockbusters with Karl Pilkington. Go!
I can't do any photos because it's been nicked by a German.
And what's the initial?
AC. Right?
Next.
Second clue. If you keep eating, this bit of your body will get bigger. PC. PC. It's an artist or a band. Who is it? PC. If you keep eating, this part of your body will get bigger, right?
Yeah.
And the last one I'm not really sure about. If you...
He's actually winging it now. Imagine if this was Mastermind. I'm not sure about it. I know your specialist subject
Come
is...
on! Okay, go!
The place where you go to take your dog a walk and that.
The place where you go to take your dog a walk.
Forget it then.
No, we'll do it! No, do it! Get you. Tim Burgess. Oh my Corazon, is that?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
I have no idea.
Phone in if you know.
No, don't bother.
Oh, email then, at least.
Okay.
I'd like to know these things.
Sure. We were doing Rockbusters just before the ads and the record. Rick, I know you were enjoying it.
Yeah, come on, get this clue out, Carl. There's 3. What is it?
Right, the first one was...
No, we don't got the first 2. What's
Can't
the
do
third?
any photos because it's been nicked by a German.
Yeah.
Second one, if you keep eating, this bit of your body will keep getting bigger.
Yeah, it's different every time. Go on, what's the third one?
And where you take your dogs for a walk and that, or you might go there on a Sunday.
What?
Sort of...
Oh, Jesus.
Rick,
Right.
please, Rick, just be quiet for just a moment.
Right, okay, do this clue. Right, start from now. This is the third Rockbuster clue.
That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, God, we'll get done. Right, go on then, go.
Where you take your dog a walk, or you might go there on a Sunday and that. People sort of might taste that area. Right?
Oh.
You are, it's rubbish.
AP.
Right, well, the other one's AP as well, isn't it?
AP.
What? I see.
AP. Ricky.Gervais at XFM.co.uk.
AP.
A quick reminder of them again with the initials. Quick,
Oh,
go.
this is such
The
rubbish.
first one, can't do any photos because it's been nicked by a German. Second one, if you keep
What was the
eating...
initial?
AC. If you
Don't
keep,
get annoyed, that's what the game's about, the initials.
Yeah,
if you keep eating, this bit of your body will get bigger. That's PC,
right.
right? And where you take your dog maybe on a Sunday and you go for a walk there and that, have a taste of it.
Different.
AP, just email in and you win some stuff.
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
What rubbish. I wonder why we stopped this game.
Well, I think it's probably exhausted him. He needs to go to some kind of volcanic dust island for a holiday.
With no water,
Yeah, exactly.
just to dry out and get some new ideas. Oh, I'd love to see you sitting there on these black ash sands, just sitting there going, I'm thirsty, Suzanne.
There's no natural water.
I've finished my Rich Old book. I can't focus. I'm going blind. I need some water. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, bless him.
Anyway, happy Christmas. We said we weren't getting out, didn't we? Right, go on then.
It was the premiere. Did you see the coverage? It was a premiere of Lord of the Rings Part 3.
I can't be bothered.
I mean, man alive, I'm sick of Lord
I
of the
watched
Rings.
the first one and I was actually I've never been into all that sort of stuff.
Never liked it.
Gollum and Dungeons and Dragons and gatekeepers and weird magic and Harry Potter I want to punch his face in.
I know what you mean.
But I mean, it's sort of like,
Well, Lord of the Rings, when I was at school, if you were into that sort of thing, you were a nerdlinger. They would beat you up, they'd shout
Exactly.
heckle abuse, all that sort of thing. You know, I wasn't a fan.
I actually don't know anyone who admitted they were into that
I know.
nonsense.
It was shameful. It was embarrassing. Now, the whole world's gone crazy for it. Even the tough guys, the hard nuts, the streetwise kids, they're loving it. Can't wait for the third one. I see people raving about it. It's Jonathan Ross, all these people going, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes of trolls and goblins and magic spells and large feet and magic rings. I'm loving all that crap. What's wrong with
I
you
know.
people?
I will smite you with my sword.
It's just interminable. The orcs and the Norks.
I saw some people playing this game. They had a big manual and a dice, and they were in a pub, and they're all fat with beards, right? And he threw a dice, and he looked down, and he said something like, outside them, the 3 miles to Mumra. And they went, oh, well done. What? I know. I want to go and say, what is this game?
Yeah.
What?
It's absolutely extraordinary. Well, they showed some coverage of the Lord of the Rings premiere on TV, and there were people dressed up as some of the characters.
Yeah.
There was a girl chan saying, well, I just think Gollum's hilarious. What? People talking about telling me Gollum's hilarious in this new film. How is he funny, my precious? Oh, my precious. What's funny about this? I'm losing it. I'm genuinely...
Is he like Yoda?
I don't know what the joke is. I'm missing it all. And when the walking trees started talking... Oh man, I love it. It's like something-
Gollum's the little one that looks a bit like Gandhi.
sort of yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
computer animated Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I think that's how he's described in the book. But this is the other thing. I say, then they go, oh, Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien, he's a genius. You know he created his own language? Whoopee! Carl comes up with a new word every week that he's made up. He's not a genius.
Yeah, well, the bloke, a look of frighteningness came
That
across
was
his
it.
face. Frighteningness. Yeah, Carl's new word. Although, you know, Shakespeare introduced 1,200 words to the English language, apparently.
Well, he was a genius.
He's estimated. And I only know one of them.
Yeah, what was it?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
How did he come up with that?
I don't know.
I reckon maybe he was reading Macbeth and went, I'll tell you this is brilliant.
Yeah, and his wife said, what?
This is brilliant. I'll tell you this. This is absolutely brilliant.
I don't know what you mean.
Sort of.
Will.
Sort of better than good. Read it, see what you think.
Well, it's good, yeah, but I mean...
Read it again.
It's getting better each time.
Is it brilliant?
It is brilliant.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I don't know how you... when the audience were there on that
it
first
wasn't
night...
Brilliant. I know, it wasn't brilliant. It was excellent, he came up with.
No, fair enough. It's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
But on the first night, when everyone was in the theatre, you know, the dregs, the Karls of the Middle Ages, they're still sat there. The Renaissance, I should say. They're all sat there watching it. They're enjoying the play. They're loving it. All the kind of people dressing up or whatever it might be. The boys playing the girls not involved, all the rest of it. They're loving it. I'm loving this. It's absolutely brilliant. He's going to kill her. Well, forsooth, it was excellent. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You've lost me.
Excellent.
I'm shooting off.
Yeah, was it? What? It was what? Wow, excellent.
I don't see how you can make up words. It's like, it doesn't seem that doesn't count in poetry.
Well, I suppose you have to, don't you, eventually, if you want to describe something.
Why? Just use the words that exist, isn't that the rule?
No, but we know that's why we borrow from other languages. There are certain phrases that can't be translated because it's that there are no words in other languages for them. I mean, I think we beat the second language by about double.
What language?
I think in English we have got about, I think Russian second, but I think we got twice as many words. So there are obviously things that we say that cannot really be translated.
Yeah.
And so, ours is just great for obviously poetry and...
It makes sense when you think about things like blancmange.
Blancmange
that would
is
be like
good, yeah.
wobbly pudding.
I know.
In English.
But I think if there are, I don't know how many there are, someone know, so there's about 100,000 possibilities, right? I think we probably know, as educated people like us, Steve, we probably have about 20,000.
Sure.
Right? I really don't think we need that other 80,000.
No.
I can't, I'm not walking around going, I don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
I'm really, what did he say? What is that? I mean, that happens possibly once or twice a year when I go, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Carl, you look bored, mate. We had a real conversation.
I think
there.
he switched off when I said forsooth.
Bruce Forsooth, you know him. So much better than last week. You know him, don't you, Carl?
Put a song on, yeah.
Yeah, boards. Okay, there was a monkey, right?
No, he's
wait. It was a professor of English. No Blue Sky, The Thorns. That's beautiful, isn't it? On XFM 104.9. Carl, you're losing your rag a little bit. What's the matter?
Nothing, go on. See?
What's the matter? What's the matter with
I've
Carl?
got something to cheer him up. Someone's emailed in, Emma's emailed in, she said that for those in the know, they referred to Lanzarote as Lanzagrotte.
Brilliant.
He's a bit fed up. He's got 2 CDs for Christmas from a company that's been with for 6 years. He's a little bit grumpy about having to answer the phones. He wouldn't go and make Steve another cup of tea immediately.
Selfish.
Yeah. Carl, what are you thinking?
Nothing. Go on, what were you doing?
Come on, Carl, you're getting paid for this. Project. Out.
We'll take one of those CDs away.
All right.
What were we talking about? Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Sick of it, as I say. So there's some people dressed up on TV. They were dressed up as the characters. They had their sort of costumes. There was a guy I went to university with. I don't want to mention his name. Went into his room once. He's into that sort of thing. He showed me in his wardrobe. He had a full-size Star Trek outfit that his mum had made for him.
His mum had made for him.
But I wanted to say, well, A, you've taken this to university, but B, when are you going to wear that?
Yeah.
When are you ever in the mood to wear that?
Well, you never know when. Like on Apollo 13, wasn't it, when someone had measles or something? Someone else got in.
Sure.
So you might go, oh, I can't believe it. Can't believe it. The Enterprise, Uhuru can't make it.
But it's the idea of that being, I'm not one to speak, but it's that idea of that sort of being attractive to women. Because that's presumably generally when you're at university, when you're 18, 19, that's the reason you wear those kind of clothes, is to try and make a bond with someone, isn't it? Try and establish some kind of connection.
Yeah.
Saw a guy walking down the street the other day, must have been 18, 19. Wearing on his t-shirt, it just had a picture and the words Star Wars Phantom Menace.
He probably liked.
But it's just the idea of a girl going, yeah, well, I love that film as well.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be kind of kooky and eclectic t-shirts, aren't they, normally? They're supposed to be a bit sort of radical and a bit offbeat.
My favourite, though, are I love fat goths.
Yes.
I really love fat
Who are still
goths.
persevering with it, even into their 30s?
I like fat young ones. I love fat 18-year-old goths. I really like them. They're one of my favourites. And I like 42-year-old goths who, they're losing all their hair. They're just growing at the back. But, I don't know what jobs they do. But their main hobby is looking like Nosferatu and wearing lots of silverware. That's one of my favourites.
I think I mentioned to you before, I saw a girl on the tube. She had a bag, and she was quite gothy. She had a bag, and it sort of had like a Barbie's head head kind of sort of defaced hanging from there, and loads of badges and tassels and little motifs and odd things, and she decorated the bag, and then had sort of things like, legalise cannabis and ban the bomb, and stop the war.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to grab her and say, you doing much about the war, or are you working mainly on the bag?
Yeah, you spent most of the year.
Yeah, you're filling in the petitions. Are you doing the marches? Or is it largely the bag you're focused on?
Oh dear!
I'll tell you another thing that a fashion mistake that always offends me whenever I see it is an Englishman of any age wearing cowboy boots.
I had cowboy boots. I
can't believe it.
When I was 18, right? I went out and got a pair of cowboys. The cheapest. I mean, they were the only ones I could afford. Awful.
Why?
I mean,
was that
they were like clogs that came up to the knee. They were so uncomfortable.
And why did you get them? Who was wearing them at the time that you thought they were cool?
Clint Eastwood.
Right. Okay.
And I had cowboys. I put segs in them.
What segs?
Which the little things you nail into the bottom.
So they sort of clip clop as you
go. So I'm 18, right? Those tight jeans, so tight in fact, I thought I had to went to the doctor, and I said my balls are aching, and I went off. I said, I've got a pain in my epididymis and all this, which I was doing biology, and he went, your jeans are too tight, they're squashing your balls. Right? So I had cowboy boots, right, and pale ones, not even sort of like finished properly, sort of like just the raw sort of leather, cheap wooden bits at the bottom, segs, really tight Levi's, and a red sweatshirt with bullshit on it. That was a present.
Just embroidered on.
I looked pretty hot, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I remember once as well. This was really embarrassing. I had leather jacket, and
how old were you?
Oh, this is embarrassing. 26, I think. And I just had a nice leather jacket, right? But I was bored one day, and so it's about 1986, 87.
Yeah,
87 must have been. And I just painted on the lapel a little acid. And that didn't last.
And were you going to acid house raves at the time?
No, of course not. No. But I remember that one didn't last long. That was in the bottom of the wardrobe immediately.
Yeah.
I knew at the time. I just thought, what is that?
Yeah.
But I forgive anyone sort of anything up to about the age of 25, right?
I don't know.
But I mean, it's getting close there, yeah. But certainly up to the age of 20. But it's the 40-year-olds. It is the 40-year-olds that just still have a little go. Goths are the best. Goths are the best.
Or the cowboy stuff, because there's never been a culture of cowboys in this country.
I know,
so you see the 40-year-old guy with the kind of cowboy jacket with the tassels.
Yeah.
Or the bootlegs tie.
Add that, yeah. Went to that, yeah.
Because you've been through most phases. This is what's interesting to me about you, is now you're quite self-aware.
But the most committed one was probably the New Romantic when I first went to university. So, 18, red bullshit T-shirt and tight jeans. Within a couple of months, David Sylvian, just full makeup and that.
Can I ask, because having never really subscribed to one of those fashions, one of those styles, with something like New Romantic, which you've got to be quite committed, do you ease into that slowly, start wearing a bit of nail polish, maybe an earring, and then you work your way in, or you went whole hog?
No, I remember the first time I did it was the sort of like the first disco in my first year. Just borrowed someone's makeup, put it on, stopped at the chin, hadn't quite got the so I looked like a mannequin,
right?
And then I sort of got better at it, I suppose.
Right,
wanted to look like David Sylvian. That was the idea, and then it sort of.
And so you had to literally go out and sort of start again with your wardrobe, presumably. The cowboy boots went out, the tight jeans. You had to literally go to a shop and buy an outfit, a New Romantic outfit.
No, it was okay because in those days it was a suit. So New Romantic, you wore the suit. I didn't wear all the sort of like pirate gear and pixie boots. I sort of wore the suit and luckily before I went away, I'd bought a suit from my mum's catalogue, which was one of those woolen ones that went bobbly. So not quite David Sylvian. Yeah. But at least I was having a go. Yeah. Well, respect.
Have you ever subscribed to any of those fashions, Carl?
Nah, just
going to the gay look now. He wears Ben Sherman's and he shaves his head.
I remember wanting some Dr. Martens.
Yeah.
And my mum worked at a college in a canteen, and she knew I wanted some, but she got some. There was an old woman who worked in the canteen who said she had some, and it turned out to be like little granny boots. I ended up having them for a bit.
With a little zip up the front. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, brilliant. Did you wear them?
For a bit.
Yeah. Well, you might as well. Want not. Waste not, want not. Play a record.
Have some ads.
All right. XFM. White Stripes. The hardest button to button. Steve, I've got to find out the answer. It's been driving me mad. How many words are there in the English language? Does anyone know?
Define your terms. By English language, you mean English words.
Yeah, I don't mean how many words are there in a dictionary with all slang, different how many English words are there that you say were English words? You know, not.
But there are so many of them. Which
but not phrases, not slang necessarily. Not.
But what about English words which are derived from French, Celtic, all the rest of it?
Well, like, cliches, okay, but they have other languages in them. But how many different English characters are there?
Right.
Because
there was
words,
some
not
news.
characters.
There was some news a few weeks ago about a fella who could, if you said a word to him, right, he'd say, "Yeah, that's on page 36 of the dictionary," right? And they said he remembered 80,000 words, right? So that's in a little dictionary. They said it's 80,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so does that clear that up?
Well, I thought there was about 100,000, right, English words in use, not counting all the other little bits and pieces, phrases, slang. Like, I think I is in there now. Ali G, popular. Now, I don't know whether I should count that or not.
Well, if you're one of our listeners, perhaps if you know somebody who finished school, you could maybe pop next door, get them, ask them, and then email in the answer, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you've got an answer for that. Talking of email correspondence, Rockbusters.
Oh,
Rick is
okay.
underway. People
Have we
are
got monkey news?
Absolutely loving that.
Let's see if we can cram it in.
Have we got a film?
Yeah.
We should do that then.
Well,
Let's
hang on,
finish
do
one thing and move
Rockbusters.
on. Jesus, calm down. All right, Rockbusters.
Let's get this third one out of the way because it's tricky.
When you say tricky,
It's tricky to say.
The initials were AP. It was
when you take your dog out on that,
you
or
take
maybe
your
on a
dog
Sunday, you know,
Come on, let him
let's
finish.
taste it.
Rick, let him finish.
you take your dog there. You might go there on a Sunday. Have a taste of it when you're there. Right, that was AP.
The answer.
Alex Parks. Right. Alex.
Alex Parks.
Yeah. It kind of doesn't work, that one.
But
That one doesn't work. I know. It's
you know that one doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, well that's
Well,
fine.
that's what I was trying to work out when you were messing around. That's why it's not good.
Okay, come on. No, the other ones.
The first one was the German
These are gonna be
fella.
brilliant.
Can't do any photos because it's been nicked.
What's
German
that?
fella can't do any photos because it's been nicked.
That was
The initials were?
AC.
I've got it.
I took,
Right, it's Aztec camera.
Yeah,
But what's that got to do with the German fella nicking it?
because the way he'd say it, he'd be like, you know, Aztec camera. So why ain't you taking any pictures? Can't. Why? Aztec camera.
Why is that German?
Just sounds a bit.
Right, do you know that's rubbish then as well? You know that one doesn't work, do you?
And the second one was, if you keep eating, this bit of your body will get bigger. PC, yeah. Phil colons. Phil.
It's honestly right, Carl.
Phil Collins. Phil
honestly,
Collins.
right, okay. I don't know what the PC term is for this, but I honestly think. I think you're quite bright, and I think you're quite streetwise and all that things. But I actually think. Oh, I've got to be so careful here not to offend people. But I think you might be.
Could you maybe describe it through a sound?
You might be educationally subnormal. Does that worry you? No.
I've got by all right. I'm not going to worry about it now. You know what I mean? I'm 30. Do you know what I mean? Why start worrying about it now?
But you've got the mind of a 12-year-old.
So what?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? I don't worry about stuff. If you don't know about stuff, you don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Well, if he's educationally subnormal, I'm afraid also Matt Briggs of South East London is as well,
Well
because he
done,
got all
Matt.
three
Well
right,
done.
as did a number of other people.
Well done. Well done.
that.
Yeah.
So he's won that stuff.
He has indeed. Player Record, we've also got your film quiz coming up, and Monkey News, we're all looking forward to that.
Right.
Monkey news.
Bit of Bowie.
Yeah, one of my favourite Bowie songs of all time, Letter to Hermione from Space Oddity.
If you've got any Christmas shopping, I should show off and do that now.
Letter to Hermione, David Bowie. Well, we've had the most convincing answer that it's about 290,000 actual words, but possibly 3 million in our vocabulary, using all jargon and scientific stuff and all that.
Sure.
290,000. Still a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot.
We know so little, don't we?
Apparently, the average person has about 20,000 words in their
is it?
vocabulary
Right.
and uses maybe 2,000 a week.
Really?
Yeah. Carl, obviously, slightly bringing that average down.
Carl, what do you think of that?
Single figures.
Doesn't matter, get by. Why have you got to use longer words messing about and that? I told you, that word about old, anti-dipuian or something. Just say old. That's a bit old, isn't it? That's a bit anti-dipuian and that. What's the point?
Yeah.
Get to the point.
Sure.
Busy.
Right, okay. Are you in a film this week, Carl?
We're doing that now.
Yeah, go on. Get it over with.
Hang on a minute then.
Get it over with. Let's get this show over with. We can go home. You can go off to Lanzarote and sit on some ash.
Some charcoal.
He's not happy about that. That's annoyed him. The listeners have all ganged up on him.
Yeah.
XFM giving him 2 CDs.
We've had more calls for his resignation this week than ever before.
What do you think of that, Carl?
What do you mean?
There's another reason.
Do you know what I mean, though? Because he's grumpy. He's not just giving it. He goes, well, I can't help it, can I? I don't want it. You're being paid well to do a job. People have tuned in to be entertained, to have good songs. Me and Steve are working
I'm pressing
here.
the buttons. I'm paid to press the buttons. That's what I'm doing. Has every CD started on time?
Then
Yeah.
why would they give you Monday off if you just paid to press the buttons?
Don't get every other Monday off, do I?
So have you stopped doing that now, have you?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Because there's work to do in that. I'm not moaning about it. Let's get on with it. Right, Scrooge, right, is the film that I'm in. Thought I'd do a Christmassy one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So get people in the Christmas mood and that.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have got people in the Christmas mood. You're like Santa visiting them.
So
It's you in the film Scrooge.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
version of Scrooge?
the old one.
Is it? If it's just you moaning with bells, I'll be annoyed. Right, go
That
on.
is essentially Scrooge.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, Scrooge, listen to this, and then there's some question at the end,
All right.
and you can win some stuff and that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're late.
Only 20 minutes.
What do you mean by coming in here at this time of day?
I've just been doing some Christmas shopping, haven't I? Probably do some more shopping on Monday because it's my day off, isn't it?
Yes, I know it is. You don't have to tell me.
Do you want to see what I've bought, Suzanne?
No, thank you.
I don't mind showing you. It's only a Christmas present, isn't it? Just bought some more condoms.
Why?
Well, I bought some last year. Got 2 boxes. They all got used, so
I'm very glad to hear it. How much do I pay you?
why are you asking? So the presents I buy has got nothing to do with what I earn. Like I say, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't go mental on her. Do you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even tell her because I think she'd want to travel around the world and all that, and I'm not into that, to be honest, so I'll probably keep it quiet.
Why?
Well, once you've been around the world, where do you go next year? Each to their own, though, innit? You know what I mean?
Well, what do you want?
What for Christmas? Not that fussed, really. And you, it's just as well I'm not that fussed, because do you know I do some work at XFM? Do you know what they're giving me for Christmas present?
Nothing?
No, might as well have been nothing. 2 CDs. That's it. I was well fed up.
I'm sure you will.
They give you a list of about 30 albums and you get to pick 2 off the list. So I've gone for Kings of Leon album and the best of Bob Marley.
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. In fact, he died 7 years ago this very day.
Did they? Do you know what sort of donuts Bob Marley likes?
It's not my business.
No, it's not a proper question. It's an old Peter Kay joke. He likes the ones with jam in. Do you get it? Garlic bread. It's good, isn't it?
Excellent.
Oh, Carl, well done.
Carl in Scrooge there. The only man more mean and depressed generally than Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh dear. Oh.
What's the question, Carl?
Well, if people have been listening from the start, right? What albums am I getting?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm. Good, yeah.
What albums am I getting from for working for this place for 6 years? All right.
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. Michael Franti and Spearhead, Everyone Deserves Music on XFM 104.9, giving away some prizes for
That's what the bosses say. Everyone deserves music at XFM.
Absolutely.
Choose 2 CDs.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Well, the two that Carl's chosen are, of course, Kings of Leon's album and The Best of Bob Marley. And Paul from Basildon in Essex, we're going to give you the 25th Hour on DVD, Dr.
That's
Terrible's
a good
Face
film.
Are Horrible, Lord of the Rings, The Fast Show Farewell Tour, and the complete second series of The Office. That's still available in the shops.
Or is that on DVD?
That's on DVD.
That's good, yeah.
Plus, I think there's probably a best air guitar album in the world ever as well, which we can throw in. I know that'd be a big treat.
No DVD of Animals selling out fast. I couldn't get one myself. So what about some adverts? Snow Patrol and Run on XFM. Wow. Nearly your last show, Carl, for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Carl's off to Lanzarote. Next week. We're doing it with Ian Canfield next Saturday. Then we're off, because it's day after Boxing Day, isn't it? Or 20, yeah. And then we're back on the 3rd, I think, aren't we, all together?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you got? I think we should have done something like some roundups, like Cheeky Freak of the Week. We could have done Cheeky Freak of the Year. What's your Freak of the Year, Carl, if I put it to you?
What, out of all the ones that I found out about?
Yeah, all the ones that have ever been, yeah. Well, no, you have the Elephant Man in there that you found out about at the end of the 19th century. Go on.
Watched The Elephant Man again last week.
Good.
Yeah, loved it. Probably that one, the kid who was like 7, but aged to about 38. That was pretty weird. That amazed me. That sort of blew my mind.
No, it was worse than that. She was about 90 or something, wasn't she?
She is now. But back then...
a couple of months ago she was 38,
Yeah.
but because of the aging.
She's sort of aged fast and that.
Yeah.
It's really...
This is the one that you think should be allowed to get fags and beer and an off-licence because she's got the body of a 90-year-old.
Well, yeah, it's only fair, isn't it? Let her have a decent life.
Even though she's 6.
If she wants a packet of fags, the doctor said, you're older and that. Even though you're 6, you are sort of 72. If she wants a packet of fags, let them have them.
She was 72 September, wasn't she? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but it was that's probably
Do you actually think that would be a good idea to give a 6-year-old with an aging disease a packet of fags?
If that's what they want. If that's what they want.
And a pint of Tennent's.
All the stress and that she goes through. It was saying something about how she has to have a passport picture done every 3 months or something. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
That's what she's dealing with. So that was probably the weirdest.
Can we just say that Carl doesn't take the mickey out of these freaks?
No.
These people.
I just, it's things that fascinate me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Things like that are weird. And things that, there's certain things that people get excited about that I think, well, what are you getting excited for?
Like what?
News. Do you know I normally do the headlines and that?
Yeah. Have we got any headlines?
Not really, because there isn't that much going on.
Isn't there?
This is what annoyed me, though. There was something about a woman who's going up Everest on a bike. Do you know what I mean? And they were like, oh, brilliant. But I don't think that's that good. When someone's done it walking...
Where would the woman who complained about you come in the years chart?
That's the woman with the enormous head. Lest we forget. She took offence to some of the comments you made on the show, and rightly so.
I can understand. I was out of order, and so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I'll just explain again that Carl. It's the Freak of the Week is sort of like more of a punchy catchphrase than a derogatory term, and Carl's fascination and childlike. I think we'd have to include Carl in the roundup.
Yeah.
He'd certainly be in the top 10.
I think the fact that she didn't sort of pursue any official complaints means that she's a bigger person than you, Carl.
Yeah, really, because
certainly
Well, so
headways, she is. Carl, you're going to do some news stories, I think.
Well, like I said, there hasn't been that much going on. There's a story about a fella who hasn't eaten for 70 years.
Right. He hasn't eaten. Is that all? That's all the information you're going to give us?
Yeah, hasn't eaten for 70 years. Hasn't had a drink, but he's all right.
Well, that's rubbish then. Next.
It's not rubbish.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Next. Well, what is it? How is that? How is a man not eaten or drunk for 70 years?
It's that thing, isn't it? Your belly gets used to it or something.
Steve, has he misinterpreted it or is it rubbish?
Well, it does, to be honest with you, it doesn't actually offer any explanation. It just says that that's what happened.
Right, so that's rubbish.
It doesn't go on to anything else.
A woman's had 6 organs transplanted. Woman needed a new kidney, a new heart, a new stomach, a new liver, new kidney, intestine.
Does that mean that she's the same woman?
I know. You'd just say forget it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you though?
Well, not really. You know, the organ is just a lump of tissue.
If you're that knackered, call it a day. And don't waste time with that.
Yeah,
And
good advice.
There's a woman who hasn't slept for 8 years as well.
Well, that's impossible.
Again, you want to see that, Steve?
Yeah.
That's the news for the week.
Yeah, all rubbish.
Turn off now.
Next. Do you want to apologise once more for anyone you might have offended over the year?
Yeah, like I say, I never want to upset anyone. We're just chatting about stuff.
It's just chatting. It's from the heart. You see something, you say, "Oh, it looks a bit like so and so," or "Isn't it a bit?" You're not really, you don't really try and hurt anyone's feelings, do you?
But I think most people know that.
And I've got to apologise for laughing at anything you say. I actually can't help it. Again, it's not vindictive, but when Karl comes out with some of the things he says, it's impossible for me not to laugh or react. So have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Well, before that, Rick, is there some final for the year monkey news?
Tell you what, let's play a good song.
Okay.
Right, we'll have a bit of monkey news, and then that's it.
A bit of Amy Mann then.
Perfect.
Yep. Brilliant, this one. No Choice in the Matter by Amy Mann on XFM 104.9. Well, now it's monkey news.
Well, before monkey news, Rick, can I just mention to people, if they enjoyed that version of Free Love Freeway that we played earlier on the show, the kind of alt country version.
Yeah.
That was by Ben O'Sullivan, and hopefully if you check out his website, if you're interested, you probably can download something, or maybe he'll tell you when he's going to release it. That's benosullivan.com, one word, benosullivan.com. Good luck to Ben. Happy New Christmas to him and New Year best of.
Rearrange these words into a well-known phrase of the time of year.
Yeah.
Initials MC.
Okay.
Okay.
Play the jingle.
Oh, what is it?
Chimpanzee that.
Oh yeah, chimpanzee that. Monkey news.
Right, well, the last one of the year. It's not that good, but this is all that's been going on all week.
Yeah.
Little monkey. What happened is, it's this plane, right? Aeroflot, I think it is, Russian airline. Having a good flight. Everything's going normal and that.
This is gonna be libelous. The pilot. Sorry, I mustn't interrupt my son. How tall was the pilot on this flight?
Okay, listen, we've had a few complaints. People saying, don't interrupt monkey news.
Okay.
Don't interrupt monkey
Okay, I
news.
won't then.
It's like the weather girl complaining whilst Trevor McDonald's doing.
Okay, all right. Go on then.
All right, so the flight's going well. Food's been served and all the rest of it. Anyway, someone gets upset about not having many nuts.
Right, they've not got enough nuts.
They hand the nuts out and that. One of the sort of passengers is going mental.
What's he saying?
He's just
What
going
language
mad.
is he talking? Is he Russian or English?
So anyway, there's a bit of a fight going on. Fight starts happening. People are going, "What's up with that little fella?" Right?
The little hairy bloke.
So they sort of drag him.
What's wrong with Bob Hoskins? And why is he screaming? Why isn't he talking in his usual Cockney accent? Why is Bob Hoskins screaming and grabbing at nuts?
So you've ruined it.
Come on.
What have I ruined?
Right, Rick, turn his microphone off. We can't interrupt you.
Right. So anyway, there's a fight going on. Nuts are going everywhere, right? So anyway, they manage to tie him down. They get him on the floor, tie his legs up and that, right?
His little legs.
Get him to
Come
See you
on.
later. Have a good Christmas.
No! Karl, how dare you? Finish the story.
All that happened is they got back. It turned out that he shouldn't have been on the plane anyway.
Why?
His passport wasn't valid.
Right.
And you can't cause problems on planes and that. So he got put in a cell for a bit. Turned out it was a little monkey. Right.
Quick question. How did he complain about the shortage of nuts?
Yeah.
He just was going mental.
Right, he didn't actually call over a stewardess. He just...
Well, how did he get on the plane in the first place? What ticket did he have?
Have a good Christmas and that.
But you know it's rubbish. You
See
must
you
know
later.
that's rubbish.
All
You
the
must
best.
know that's rubbish.
All the best.
You must know that's rubbish.
Where is he going? Rick, it's almost the end of the show, and still got time for the song for the ladies.
I can't
but
wait.
Karl won't be here next week.
Well, where's going?
Where are you heading, Karl? Going away for Christmas? Tell us.
What? It's a secret. What you want?
Well, in case your fans try and track you down.
What? Are you going taking pictures of planes in Greece? What?
Political?
Rob your house. don't
Satirical, Steve. Satirical.
Where are
Yeah.
you going? What are you doing?
If I tell you what, if I was caught in a foreign country and the government got said, no, it's okay, they were train spotting or plane spotting, I go, no, I am a spy.
Exactly.
No, I am a spy. No, it's all right, you were train spotting. I wasn't spying, please.
I saw you at the Doctor Who convention as well.
No, probably an assassin or somebody.
Yeah.
I'm probably an assassin.
Carl, where are you going, mate? Tell us, come on, we haven't got time.
to say when. What's it here?
What?
People rob your house.
Yeah, we didn't say tell us your address, tell us where you leave the key, and then tell us you're going on holiday. We said where you going on holiday.
Barbados.
Are you?
Ooh, showing off.
Yeah.
Boasting.
I'll tell you what, Steve, what I'd like to see, and a lot of the listeners right there too, pop round there now, touch him for Christmas.
Shall I touch him for Christmas?
Touch him any way you like for Christmas.
Can I just introduce the song for the ladies before?
Well, love him for Christmas, though.
Can I just say
Yes,
what
but
the
as
song
long
is?
as you love and touch
We're going to leave
him.
you with the excellent Tim Buckley, of course, father of Jeff.
I'm just going to be watching, but
this is a
love
track
him.
that was
Look at his
also-
little face.
Also on that CD that my friend Dave sent me earlier, so if you don't like it, blame him.
Yeah.
While he's been
And
arrested
if-
by the copyright police. And it's called Buzz in Fly. Let me touch you, Carl.
Don't, Steve.
Go on.
A man for Christmas.
I'm not coming back.
Kissing a man.
Licking.
A man for
Mate.
Christmas.
Look
Get in touch with your feminine side of town. I can put you in touch with your feminine side
going.
and my feminine
I'm
side.
liking it. So I can't look, I'm busy.
Let's put each
Look,
other
I'm
in
busy.
Oh, good. You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, you?
Yep. Carl?
Yeah, it's alright.
Lovely. Okay, let's crack on.
Good. I went on holiday after Christmas,
Yeah.
and so did our mutual friend Phil Balker.
Yeah, good man.
He was in Lanzarote, and he told me one of the funny. I don't know if I can tell this on the radio. I'll have to say the C word. I'll just go. It's in a sentence, so I just go you see when it comes, and you'll know that he's saying the terrible word. Just didn't want to ruin the anecdote. Anyway, they're walking along one evening in Lanzarote, and there's lots of Brits there apparently, and Phil overhears a sort of married couple arguing. They're having to go home a bit early, and she's saying to him, she went, "For Christ's sake, every time we come out drinking, you always shit yourself." Right?
Wow.
Always, not once. So he's going, I've told you, he said, it's not the drink, it's the weather. She went, the weather. You'll be blaming the food next, you see. I don't think they should have got married.
Wow.
Or mate, when did you think the shooting itself started? Must have been after the marriage, because if you're courting, and you go, went out with Derek again, did you last night? Yeah, how was it? The evening was lovely, the meals must be shot himself. Again. That's 5 dates, 5 different heaps of shit.
But I think I can change him.
I think I changed him, yeah. It must have happened after the marrying. Or he just might have think, oh God, or he's got to that age where I think, look, I'll just empty it when I get home.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep going up and going to the toilet,
It's the ice that does it.
Yeah, Carl is right, I think. It is the ice.
What do you mean?
People forget, they say, oh, don't drink the water when you're on holiday, and they don't. They drink, they buy Evian and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Forget about the ice.
The ice cubes, you're right, in a bar. Made from tap water.
And that could do it, can it?
Yeah.
But she said every time you're drinking, didn't she?
I assume that she wasn't drinking ice then.
Yeah.
I mean, why is it just happened to him?
Let's be honest, everyone that goes on holiday doesn't end up crapping themselves.
Yeah, they usually make it to a toilet.
He does it every time he drinks, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, apparently.
Just don't let him carry the baguettes.
He's good, isn't he?
Oh, Carl comes out with something.
He does now and again,
High
doesn't
five,
he?
Carl. That was sweet, man. That
Yeah,
was sweet.
nice one.
What do you, Carl? Would you like to be American?
No, not at all.
Really?
Got me nerves. When I was in,
Get on my nerves.
when,
Being
A whole
American.
nation there. reduced.
when I was in Barbados at Christmas,
Oh, name dropping.
right? Yeah. There's loads of them there, because that's...
Was that when you were doing a bit of extra sort of waiting? Because you were sort of your girlfriend was cleaning rooms, wasn't she?
Went there for Christmas, and there's loads of them there, because that's like really close to America. That's like Blackpool is to Manchester type.
It's exactly like that.
So it's
That's the analogy a lot of Americans use.
But
so,
I think they call it the tropical platform.
but they're going on.
That's only all the brochures, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And serious now, but
Yeah,
we're going
serious.
on about the September 11th thing.
Yeah.
But they call it the, of course, this is American. Of course,
Brilliant.
the 9/11.
The 9/11.
That's what they call it.
Really? Oh, that's awful. That is, so it's like people who say 24/7.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm working
Americans
my
say
ass
that.
off 24/7.
Well, Americans that say that.
Yeah.
Well, they're allowed though.
Oh, Americans are.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an English person who might say it.
Yeah.
Fool. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Do that American accent again?
Yeah, of course. The 9/11.
Where are you from?
What? Can we
Which part of America is that?
That's how they sounded in Barbados.
Sure.
Sure. But
Can you do any other impression?
But Carl doesn't. I very much doubt that Carl likes newfangled countries like America.
Yeah.
He doesn't like London.
No, true.
So he's not going to
Have you been
like.
to America?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Went to Florida. No, they got me again.
Got on your nerves?
Yeah. Went for some food.
Yeah.
And it was the last few days. I didn't take much money with me, and we were in Florida, and we were hungry, and we went for some steak, and we had our dinner and that, and I think it's their equivalent to the Angus Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Right.
And sat down, had the steak, and that's huge, big portions. But anyway, we didn't have much money left, and we had like another 2 days left, so we didn't leave. We didn't have much money for a tip. Do you know over there they expect it?
Yeah, a big tip, yeah.
So we left what we could, and I don't know what it was. It might have only been the equivalent to 60 pence.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to do that much. We didn't have loads of courses because we didn't have much money. So he brought us like the main course and I don't know, a couple of Diet Cokes. And anyway, left them the 60p
Yeah.
on the way out, and he comes running over. "Excuse me, sir, you can have this back," because it wasn't enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's outrageous.
What did you say?
I said, "All right then." Well, I needed it. I mean, I thought it was nice to leave them something, but obviously it wasn't enough, so he got us a couple of more.
Is it good fun with you on holiday? I mean, do you enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Do people go with you on holiday?
I get bored after about 4 days.
You surprise me.
What do you expect out of a holiday, Carl? What do you go
Sort
for?
of soak up some of the culture.
Yeah.
You liar! You liar!
What did you learn about Barbados while you were there?
A lot of crabs on the beach.
I just imagine him sitting there with his knotted hanky on his head.
As weeks go on, I feel like
We're learning from each
I'm
other.
learning more now than I did when I was at school.
And can I just clarify?
Yeah.
You weren't raised as an experiment and you've escaped from a laboratory. You had regular upbringing in Manchester and that.
Yeah, I didn't go to school much because my mum and dad had a caravan.
Right.
And
No need, is there? No need when you've got that sort of fun at home.
I used to just go away for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, honestly.
Where'd you used to go?
Port Maddock.
But
And so you didn't go to school much?
No, I did, but not as much as everyone else.
no.
How many holidays were your parents having?
Oh,
What
loads.
was their income that they could...
No, my dad used to work nights, and he used to travel back, because to Manchester from Wales, it wasn't that far. And he used
Manchester to Wales?
He used to do 4 on and 4 off, so me and my mum were like loving it.
But what Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port
Just
Maddock,
down the road from Port Merion, where they filmed The Prisoner.
right?
Oh, so that's cleared up for me.
Yeah,
Location-wise.
so what did you do then? You were in this little 2-berth caravan on the back of a Cortina estate.
Right.
Well, what was it? What was the car? I want the. What was
Granada, full Granada.
it? Ford Granada. What we talking? 1980.
Yeah, 82, 83,
80, right?
84, 85.
Okay.
jeez.
And you in the car down there, park up.
Yeah.
What was it? What was Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
Remember Ruth?
It's just,
Oh, yeah.
it's just a holiday camp.
Yeah.
And had an arcade and a beach. I was loving it.
Yeah.
But, so of the 52 weeks of the year, let's assume, I don't know how many weeks you take off normally for holidays anyway. Let's just say, I don't know, you go to school 45 weeks of the year maybe? Generally, most kids?
Nah.
Bit less.
Bit less than
About
that?
42.
How many weeks would you say you actually spent in school?
Well, how many weeks do you have off for summer?
Well, we'll work that out. That's what
About
I mean.
6 off for summer, about 3 for Easter, about 3 for Christmas.
Put it this way, I'm surprised I'm not Welsh, to be honest.
Right.
Because I was there more than was in Manchester.
Did the school authority not come and check you out?
No, they didn't.
Didn't get Manchester, I suppose they didn't care, do they?
Not really.
Yeah.
They're lucky you turned up at all. What did you just turn up for the last day when you could take in your best toy? Did you know that when you could take in any game?
Just play with everyone else's. Why, I break my stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
Well, this
point.
answers a lot. This does answer a lot. The fact that you spent most of your time on the beach as a kid.
Teachers were no good at my school. We were talking about it yesterday. About
So you were teaching them a lesson by going off for the summer. Yeah.
Anyway.
And did you go to university?
No.
No. Did you go to sixth form or college?
No.
When did you leave school?
when I was about 15.
Right. What, you just went on holiday and didn't come back?
I just got a job early, didn't I?
Where was it? Portmaddock?
Getting there. No, I was a printer. BM Print in Trafford Park.
Well, that's great. That's a little interview there.
Yeah, little
next
there.
I'll be interviewing Steve Merchant. What are we playing next?
Bit of elbow.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is Elbow. Bread, Make It With You. Great track, isn't it?
It is a good track.
You can't argue with that.
I think Bread defy slightly my test, don't they? The Ladies and Gentlemen, Please Welcome to the Stage. Because Bread is a pretty awful name, and yet obviously they were very successful.
Oh, they're pretty big. I think they. You're not confusing it with the sitcom.
I'm afraid
with
I often
Joey.
do. I always associate the two, and that's never a good thing.
Yeah. Game's getting hard because someone's dealing you a losing card.
Was that recorded by Bread?
I think so. The cast of, I think so. Yeah.
Right.
Win it. So the game's going. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Bread. Bread.
I bet you love. Look at his face lighting up.
Did you like Bread?
You tell him an Aesop fable, he's not interested. You sing the theme to Bread.
Yeah, little manx like the scally sort of scouse sort of ways.
Manx don't like the Scousers.
Why not? Why can't they live together? Why can't they all live together?
I tried, and then when I went to where's that place they have flies the size of you can't get them in a matchbox.
Well, most newsagents don't put flies in matchboxes. What do you mean you can't get them in a matchbox? You mean buy them at a tobacconist's?
No, I remember being there and thinking, God, the flies are big here.
What?
I can't remember, but anyway, there was a Scouse bloke there.
What, a country? Or
Yeah, abroad.
Right, okay.
Flies are massive. And there was a Scouse bloke there, and I was quite happy to let things, we don't get on, but I was like, I'm on holiday, we're in the same town, let's get on.
Yeah.
And he couldn't stand me. Name was Alan. I think he lives in London now. Couldn't be doing with him.
What did he do?
He just was like, I bet you like Man United. And it's like, well, yeah. And it's like, they're rubbish. And going on about my town's dark. It's like, well, when did you go? If it was the winter, it would have been.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Well, I'm glad you've got that off your chest.
I've never seen Carl like this.
He was annoyed there.
I tell you, Alan, if you're listening, you really wild Carl. You do not want to get on the wrong side of Pilkington.
Anyway, that's pretty much it, isn't it, for this week?
That's a lot.
It is indeed. What's your song?
Yeah, song for the ladies this week, taking on from your Bread, really. Same kind of low, acoustics kind of sound. It's Kings of Convenience, Toxic Girl, beautiful track.
Just got time for this.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. See you later.
See you next time.
Yeah.
My favourite suede track of all time there. Well, we're that's nearly it, Carl. Right, what's your last Room 101?
Oh, God. It was holidays.
Holidays.
You want to put holidays in Room 101?
People who are sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long though. I mean, it was a holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the Scouser pissed you off, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, when you go on it was a cheap holiday, and like the lesson here is, if you want a good holiday, you got to spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for two of us for a month or something ridiculous. And we got there and, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. It's a ropey hotel. You can tell the blinds and stuff as you walk in, they're all dirty and stuff. You think, well, let's make the most of it. Let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's for a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet. You have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock and I'll go through, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was bit horrible. The food wasn't good, and it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? There's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection?
No, you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just saying it was strange. There was
but even midgets shouldn't be cutting in on Karl Pilkington's territory.
I know.
But it's also that thing of, they've got little fingers, and And it sort of
God, I'm
ruined-
so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure.
Oh,
God.
But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it.
Just sort of, you know-
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets
What's going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget theme restaurant, then we'll talk you in 3 months.
Yeah.
It's just... It's just...
No, that's fair enough, actually.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
absolutely
no,
right,
sorry
Carl.
about
That's
this.
your producer's
Listen,
head on.
we'll see you in about a really... it's been a pleasure, truly, and thank you for everyone that wrote
I've got you a couple
letters.
presents.
Have you really?
Yeah,
I've got you both a present, right?
Oh.
I got Ricky, do you know, like we've done fables and
Yeah,
stuff? Right?
yeah.
This is like Mr. Ben.
Oh.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like little fables that Mr. Ben goes on.
Oh, fantastic.
So I want you to learn something from that for when you come back.
Okay, brilliant. That's lovely,
I'll tell you
Carl.
one of the stories I read this morning. It's brilliant. In fact, when you've done with it,
Yeah.
give it me.
Yeah.
Because I haven't finished reading that.
Okay, thank you, Carl.
And for Steve, a little shut up lines.
A little book of chat-up lines.
That's
That's
fantastic.
great, Carl.
Well, we'll see you in 3 months. But carry on emailing Carl. Cherish Karl Pilkington. He sits in a little room by himself, so keep him in touch. And we'll see you in August. We're going to leave you with something that we all love. This is There Is a Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths. Very apt, I think. Goodbye.
See you later.
Yeah, but anyway, he'll be back shortly, I'm sure.
He phoned me. His dad's ill. His dad's in hospital, so Carl went back to sort of look after his mum. And he was so sweet. He said, "I'm back here just driving my mum around." He said it so unbegrudgingly. He just went, "It's like old times." And I said, sorry to hear that." And he went, "That's all right, yeah." I think he's going to be fine. And I said, "How was your holiday?" He went, "Yeah, it was good, except it was a nudist beach, so didn't tell me." I went,
Of course it was.
I went, "What do you mean?" He went, "Well, sitting on the... I don't know why they have to do it. I don't know why they have to do it. Why do they have to do it?" He went, "Suzanne said they think there's nothing wrong with it, like being a transvestite." Right? I went, "I love the fact that your girlfriend has to tell you what's wrong and right in the world." And he went, "Well, we're walking along the beach, fella coming towards us with knob out." I went, "Oh, what's going on here?" Right? And he said, and because it wasn't all nude, he's walking round, he's stark naked, and he wants the freedom of that, but he's got a big rucksack on his back with his clothes on, so he has to get changed. He went, "So what's the point in that?" Right? And I went, "He should just carry the book." He went, "What, and covered it up?" When he went, "Oh yeah, good idea." See? He went, "But I wasn't happy." He says, "And that was the first day, so we didn't go there again."
I can just imagine his little face.
Yeah, just going, "All right,
Gobsmacked.
that's out,
Yeah.
that's out. What's that doing out? Why has he got his out?"
I imagine Carl sort of dressed in a suit, in a sort of safari suit, done right up with a cravat. I'm not undressing. I don't want people seeing the flesh. That's for you, love, and no one else.
But I love the fact that it's good when he goes, "Carl, they don't think there's anything wrong with it. They're just happy that way." and he in his own mind just goes, "Like being a transvestite." He knows there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm always a little bit suspect about people who like walking around nude.
I
all
think you
the
meant
time.
transvestite.
No, nudists.
What? Hold on. Can you
Well, if you wanna get me
be a
started on
naked transvestite? What are you then?
Yeah, I suppose you're a...
When Eddie Izzard's naked, is he a naked transvestite?
That's an
'Cause the
interesting
clue is-
metaphysical question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On XFM 104.9.
If you know the answer to that metaphysical question, or indeed any of the famous ones, if a tree falls in a forest and no one hears it, has it fallen over? Any of those?
Excellent.
Any of
That's
those.
brilliant.
Yeah, if you leave the room, Rick,
what's the
does
sound?
it get quieter?
Yeah. What's the sound of one leg hopping?
Exactly. What we got there, Claire?
Do you want some music or
Yeah,
I'd love to hear it.
a bit
What you
more
got?
chat?
Yeah.
I got the Vines actually.
Oh,
All
play
right.
it, play it, play it.
Nice.
Strokes. Someday. I'm already annoyed. I've been
I'm in
here
a bad
3
mood.
minutes and I'm already annoyed.
Yeah. I'll bring back Claire, I'll tell you.
No, it's not his fault. It's
It
the whole
is.
place. The library's shite. I tried to get. Oh God! I had to go
Chill,
to Capital
chill.
Library.
Chill.
Fancy that. I had to go to Capital Library to get a couple of records I wanted. Right, place is falling apart. The email's not working. It's so shoddy. He's had 2 weeks off on holiday. I mean, they might as well bulldoze this, honestly, because for all the,
It is ludicrous.
and we get paid peanuts.
You get paid, do you?
Oh, and it really annoys me to have to fight. Oh, anyway.
Anyway, just calm down.
104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Carl, you're back.
All right.
How was it?
What, the holiday?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't all fun, was it? Because my dad was in hospital.
Oh, but he wasn't
during the holiday.
Not during the holiday, though, was he? You came back from holiday and then found that out, didn't you?
Yeah, but it happened when I was on holiday.
Did you know that, though, when you're on holiday?
No, because I didn't take my phone with me.
Well,
The weird thing is, I got a feeling when I was sat there, because it normally happens.
It wasn't a nudie speech, was it?
When I first went away,
you saw that old fella with his packet out.
When I went to Ibiza, right, I had a feeling, and I called home. My dad had punctured a lung.
When you say you had a feeling, what do you mean a feeling?
Just like, I should call home. There's something not right. But this time,
very specific feeling. How did that manifest itself? How does that? How did you get that? What kind of feeling? Is that tingling thing?
I'm getting a bit of a lung feeling.
Yeah,
a bit of a dad lung feeling.
That feels like a punctured lung.
Hold on.
Anyway.
But anyway, the holiday was good. We talked about it last week.
Well, let's probe Karl about his holiday, because that's the sort of thing that audiences will stay tuned for, Rick, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, sure.
Find out about
you know more about this radio business than me. You've hooked them already.
Indeed, yeah. But also I'm thinking we've got nothing. So we may as well save that.
No, I resent it. I used to put a lot of work in, but no, I think of the money, which is, for me, pretty shoddy.
Well,
you know what I mean? I don't usually get out of bed for
a lot of cash.
Well, exactly, yeah. And, the whole thing is, the whole setup. It was raining today. I thought, I should have a cabin. And then the sun came out, so I walked in again. Ah, dear.
How are you?
But I'll tell you what, I got a bit criticised last week as well. That I only played ballads and same songs, so I'm going to rock out this week. I've been down to Capitol Library to get some good tunes. And what about a little bit of AC/DC?
Oh,
took me all night long.
Let's hear it.
Well, that's cheered me up.
In a better mood now?
Yeah.
Good.
That's great. Should we rock out today?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bit of Led Zeppelin, maybe Stones.
Brilliant, yeah. Some other classics.
Yeah. When are we going to talk about Karl?
Have we run out of stuff already? Okay, let's go.
Okay, now, yeah.
So where did you go, Karl? What was the story?
It was my birthday, right? Went home after working with you a couple of Saturdays ago, right? Girlfriend was like, open your card. And I said, no, it's my birthday on Monday, I'll open it.
You obey by the rules, certainly on birthdays. Birthday rules.
Well, there's no point.
Well, exactly. Chaos leads that way.
Yeah, right, so...
not an anarchist, never has been.
So anyway, she was kept going on, and it was doing me head in, so I said, alright, I'll open it.
Yeah.
So I opened it, ticket fell out. Surprise holiday to one of the Canary Islands. So...
And what was your reaction? I mean...
First one was, we haven't got enough money.
Right.
For this, but I didn't want to ruin it, so
no.
So I didn't go on about that, and I said, "Oh, it'd be great." So I can't wait.
So did you say it in that tone of voice?
Well, it was good timing because I was tired and everything, and I'm not a big holiday fan, but the timing was right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same as last night. I don't always like a curry, but last night
you're in the mood.
You get that sort of
curry. You had got a feeling.
Yeah.
You thought, and then lo and behold, later you were eating the curry. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? The paranormal. Isn't it weird?
They work in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
So anyway, right? The island. If I was on with you here, I'd probably say it's a bit barren.
Okay.
Not much there, but if you get a hotel, you guarantee good weather. Right.
Are you?
No, what I mean is, it'll be a good holiday. If you get a hotel, right, the weather's always good, so you'll have a nice time.
Yeah, that was a comma. Yeah, it was Go on.
And all that, and the food was all right, and everything was going all right. I was just having a nice, relaxing time.
And how do you sort of spend your time on a holiday? You just lie around? Is that
sort of holiday, just lying around. I bought a book.
You bought a book?
Yeah.
Okay, ghosts?
No, it was short stories, right?
About
it was
ghosts?
it was about like special days in our time and time before me and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it was like it was telling you about how I think it was 1814 the Thames frozen up.
Yeah.
And all these stories are told by eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
Right. So there's some fella who was around in 1814. And the Thames was frozen, and people used to put market stalls on there, and they'd do the shopping. It was like an Oxford Street.
Was that Mad Liar Charlie? No, because he's famous for that.
Well, I'm sure you know.
No, I think that was Mad Liar Charlie. Yeah.
So I was reading that, and then after a couple of days was a bit like,
boring.
Yeah, you can only do sort of so much lying around
and so much reading.
So Suzanne said, let's go on the beach, have a walk.
You ain't gone on the beach?
Where have you been up to this point then? In your room?
No, just like around the pool, just relaxing and having a swim and that.
Yeah.
So she said, let's go on the beach. I said, all right then, yeah. So wandered down to the beach, and first impressions are, it's all right, it's clean. Sea
Your
looks good.
criteria is so basic, it's brilliant. Hotel, yes. Roof, good. Food, adequate. Beach, clean. Next.
So I'm walking along and everything's good, and there's a woman feeding fish bread, which I thought that's different.
I love that. He likes originality. He loves a bit of originality.
He was feeding fish bread?
This woman was there, like up to her knees in water.
Yeah.
And she was stood
Was
there.
that a sea?
Chucking, yeah.
Oh, right, good.
Chucking this bread, and I thought, what's she doing? And I stood there and watched for a minute, and there was little fish coming up, having the bread. I thought, oh. So we carried on walking, and everything's going well, and then this fella comes towards me.
Everything's going well.
Yeah, that's
I haven't fallen over.
Clean feeding bread. 2 points for originality.
Fella comes walking towards me.
Oi, oi.
He's only got no pants on.
Oh.
So I said, Suzanne, what's going on?
Why did he turn to her? Like she knows more
So
than him.
she said, oh yeah, it's she said, yeah, it's a nudity.
Is this going to be a long story? Could you pour that coffee? Can you give me that coffee over? Sorry, this is really bad. Yeah, because he's pouring. Thank you.
Just amuse yourselves while we sort the coffee.
Thank you very much.
Dave, do you want
I'll have a cup of coffee, Carl. Thanks, yeah, cheers.
Cold. Right, good. Okay.
So
Great. Thank you.
So she said, yeah, it's a nudist speech. So I said, well, why? What? I said, we're all mixed. It's all mixed up. Normally on a nudist speech, it's a nudist speech, and you don't go wandering on there when you get your clothes on and that. So it annoyed me a bit, because there wasn't any signs. So this fella's getting closer.
Well, the knob out was a sign.
Yeah. Right, so he's getting closer. And he walked past me. It was an old fella. And he walked past and he had a hat on and a little pipe. And a big rucksack on his back. Right, so he got me thinking.
Not strictly naked.
I'm walking along and I'm thinking, right, why do people want to do this? So straight away, I wasn't on holiday anymore, because most of the time when I'm on holiday, I don't think about anything. Right?
Your mind's a blank.
I just switch off. Right? But all of a sudden, this has got in my head now, and I turn around to look at him, and
Check out his eyes.
and this bag, right? I swear, it was massive, right?
What? You had a massive bag?
The bag.
His rucksack?
His rucksack.
Oh, right, okay. When he said there was an old couple coming towards me, I said, what was lower, the bloke's bollocks or the woman's tits? And he said, well, that was another point. She might as well have worn knickers. Because so you can see it. That's what he said to me.
So you saw the bag?
So it annoyed me, yeah, because the whole idea in it, this is what I think, I mean, I might be wrong, right? Might be wrong.
Chances are
You never have been before.
Being nudist, right? What's it all about?
So I'll tell you, on that point, Carl, let's play a tune, let's come back and we'll discuss.
What are we going to play?
We'll discuss that very issue. We've got some ideas. We did chat about this last week, Carl, in your absence.
Alright, well, we'll play the choral.
Okay.
It's a good one, this.
Yeah.
Coral, Dreaming of You, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
If you just joined us, Carl is walking down the beach, and a man has just passed him with his knob out.
Yeah, his testicles out and his huge bag, apparently.
Right.
Now we'll sum this up, quick, because we did talk about it last week. You did call me and tell me some of these things, and we sort of mentioned it last week. But you just want to say just give us your thoughts on nudity.
Well, what I don't understand is, right, nudity, I thought it was all about, sort of being free.
Yeah.
Natural, letting the breeze, blow around you and that. That's all I can think is of like the bonus of doing it. But you can get that by just having a pair of shorts on, right? Because I'm not one for getting my kit off. It's just something a bit weird about it, isn't it? Normally, if I go for a walk on the beach, I'll put a shirt on.
Sure.
But leave it unbuttoned.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, tease the ladies, sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just feels a bit weird. So it's best to cover your back anyway, because the sun and all that.
Advice, yeah.
But when I saw him, and I thought, well, right, is he doing it to sort of be free and be comfy and all that? And then I thought, but he's carrying a big bag, right? I've got a pair of shorts on, and I'm not looking at him thinking, I bet he's really comfy. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't going, I can't wait to get home and get my shorts off. They're really annoying me, these. So, and that's just it. I don't get what it's all about.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, okay. Well, my advice to you is don't go to nudist beaches again.
Well, I didn't go again.
Do you play volleyball?
No.
Well, there's nothing in it for you, to be honest, Carl.
Do you ever walk around the house nude?
Not really. Only if, like, it's quickly to sort of jump out of bed and go and get a glass of orange. But I've got to be careful, because living on a high street, there's flats right across the way looking in.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's
Chinese fella.
There's a little
exactly.
And that was the other one. Is he the one?
There's the old woman reading a book.
Yeah, it could be dead for all we know. It hasn't moved.
There's some bouncers, and
some bouncers?
I think so, yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
They're always... There's always...
Her name's Carol.
But, the only time, if I nip out, so I get out of bed at night, go and get an orange, I've still got to be careful, because if they're awake and I open the fridge door... and the
you're
light
illuminated,
comes up,
Yeah.
they'll sort of see the light.
And the shadow.
Turn round.
And the weird, long, stretchy shadow. What did you get? You get up and got orange juice or orange swash?
You know, Robinsons.
You can't advertise on...
Why don't you take a glass of that to bed with? Why are you getting up?
Yeah.
Because whenever I do that, I normally don't wake up, and it's a waste, isn't it?
The man is a genius. And continuing our rocking out thing.
Yeah, we're in a rock mood.
Well, I think this sums up rock and roll, doesn't it?
It's not called rock and roll, is it?
Yeah.
Textbook. Featuring Puff Daddy and Little Kim, that's Notorious B.I.G.
Brilliant.
And, Notorious.
Great, lovely. Carl just said to me, here's something. You can't hold your breath to death.
Have you tried it, Carl?
It's just another little lesson.
There's someone here who's in a really low ebb. They've been listening to the show, they were going to commit suicide. They just started holding their breath and thinking, oh, screw it.
Well, what did you learn in the week, right? I'm always doing all the educating. I asked you were talking about watching a programme about jellyfish.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that'll be interesting. I'll try and find some stuff out, but I couldn't find anything that I didn't already know about them.
It must be difficult for you to find anything you don't already know.
So what did you learn about jellyfish?
I agreed with you by the end of it, that they should be wiped off the face of the earth, because they're balls of water in membrane, right, that go around stinging people to death. Let's lose them, Carl. Let's lose the jellyfish. Yeah?
That's what I think. Because I was stung by one. You know?
You got stung by one?
I was on holiday and got stung by one.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
No, you're not. I'm not a fan of them.
So that's that.
Good. Well, that's sorted out the jellyfish conundrum. We've solved that particular worry.
What are they again?
Is the tip included?
Yeah, go on that one.
Right. In Turkey...
Nice.
It's not, actually. That's where I went, and there was them little fellas after Suzanne in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean?
We went to Turkey.
You went to Turkey and there were some little fellas.
Well, they had quite a few sort of midgets working in the kitchen.
Why? Is it a theme?
No,
Was it a theme holiday?
I don't know. We might get them cheaper or something.
Was it?
So they were
get them cheaper?
They were working in the kitchen, and one of them fancied Suzanne and kept sort of eyeing her up, and she was winding me up saying, "Oh,
not eyeing up and down, just eyeing her up."
Anyway, no. So
what was she doing in the kitchen?
No, it's like a pick what you want to eat type buffet, but you have people clearing the tables and that ready for you to come along.
Are they low tables?
And you know, he was just keeping an eye on her.
What did he say though? Was he
It was Turkish, so I don't know what he was saying.
But he was a
little fella, yeah.
Did he?
What do you mean a little fella? What do you mean little fella?
Sort of dwarf-like.
What do you mean dwarf-like? He had magic powers, or he was 4 foot?
No,
What do you mean, Carl?
A little bloke, just like a normal bloke, but small. If you stood him in the desert, you wouldn't know.
But he'd be hot at first. Right, Carl.
You should watch out for the monkeys.
Yeah, underground.
There's underground monkeys are dangerous.
You can't just say there was a little midget fella who was eyeing up my girlfriend and then leave it. What do you mean? What was happening? This is a story to us. This is much more interesting to us than, and she was deaf, right, and she hit her head. That's much more
I don't understand how how it manifested itself. Did he come over and say something?
No, do you know when it's like girls know, don't they? When someone fancies them.
What do you mean there was lots of them as well?
Do they? That's worth knowing.
Listen, right, come on. Right, so you went to this holiday, yeah?
Yeah.
And you went into the dining room or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
And you looked over.
You thought, this is all. There's no one serving.
Yeah. And they go,
Wait a minute.
Hold on. You looked down and there was a little waiter.
There was loads of them running around busy.
Why though? Why did they get
summer?
What do you mean?
Because it was
loads of them.
summer.
They had more of them
They
on.
come out in summer. They come out in summer.
What do you mean they had more? What do you mean?
Because it's busy, isn't it?
Well, no, but they hibernate in the
Why
winter.
were they all midgets?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't heat stunt your growth or something.
No!
Well, they just happened to, maybe it was a thing that they did for tourists or something, I don't know. I just got on with my meal. It was a holiday, do you know what I mean?
God.
So it's a midget surfing. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they're all little fellas running around, and this one always was like, you know, oh, do you want a new serviette? You know what I mean? Going out of his way to sort of...
for turning on the charm.
Yeah, he was going out of his way. The others weren't.
Right. I think what was happening is he'd been working with Santa all the winter.
Yeah.
This is like a little summer break.
This one
He
was
hadn't
your
seen a girl.
waiter, and so he was being polite to you.
Maybe.
But what did Suzanne say then?
Well, she was using it to wind me up.
What was she saying? Oh, he's...
Oh, just like, you know, look.
He may be small, but he's
Well,
built like a...
Yeah, he's all man.
so...
Were you jealous of a midget then? You were jealous of
It
him?
is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Why?
It wouldn't bother me as much now, because I've been with her for ages.
Right.
But at the time, that might have been one of our first holidays, and it's like, you
don't
know,
want to be
what's going on? I paid for this holiday.
Yeah.
And then you get off with a midget?
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway,
But it doesn't matter because you got chatted up by a bearded lady. So.
yeah.
tell you what, no, that's got nothing to do with that.
What were you going to say?
No,
What were you going to
I
say?
was going to say the hotel was half board, and maybe.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say it's just one of her shortcomings.
So listen, right?
Play a record.
Right. Badly drawn boy, born again. Right, just get this educating Ricky out of the way. So, Turkey, yeah. So what is this again?
This is educating Ricky, is the tip included.
Right.
Apparently a fellow was on holiday in Turkey. He's just having a normal holiday, weather's good, you know, he's having a good time. And
Waiters are all normal height.
Yeah. He's having his meal. He hears a load of screaming going on in the kitchen.
No.
Has his girlfriend wandered in there?
And they do,
With a step ladder.
the circumcised people in the kitchen, and apparently...
What are you talking about?
Whoa. Slow down. We were
Sorry,
sidetracked there for a minute.
what are you talking about? Well, I'm excited about two things at once here. One, they circumcised people in the kitchen. Two, I guessed it was someone losing the end of their knob.
He did, yeah.
I started thinking like Karl Pilkington.
Extraordinary.
That is amazing.
Apparently it was going on. It wasn't just a one-off either. Well, when I say a one-off, I mean they did it more than once.
Yeah.
Right? And there was... He was there for a week, and apparently the first night it was quiet, and then the rest of the week, every day, he'd be like having his breakfast, or even his lunch, or even his tea.
Yeah.
He'd be doing it all day.
Oh.
You'd be hearing
Lunch and
screams.
breakfast, fair enough, really.
Yeah,
Circumcision at tea time.
Don't do that.
And apparently it's a tradition over there. You can't even make a complaint about it. It's like, well, you should have found out before you come over
See,
it.
I can't believe this is
So
true.
I'm a little bit lost.
He
He was in a restaurant, in a hotel, and there were people having circumcisions in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I'm even worried that we're bordering on the racist here, suggesting that is tradition that Turkish people cut the end of their cocks off in the kitchen
Yeah.
at meal times. I think you're wrong, Carl.
This just sounds ludicrous, Carl.
No, I don't think it happens everywhere.
Right.
I think this
Just in
Oh,
particular
this in this
restaurant.
hotel.
certain places,
Certain hotels.
certain hotels.
What, is it like 2-star?
Yeah. Why did he go to the Foreskin Inn? It was his own fault, wasn't it?
That's
Sorry, that's it, is it?
Have they closed?
Sorry, no, wait. That's the story. You educated me, right? Once a fella saw some Turkish people cutting the tip of their knob off in the kitchen. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Carl. Got any more?
Well, there's things you can learn from it. Either don't go to Turkey,
No!
don't have calamari when you're over there.
Carl, you've done it again.
Well,
Carl is our sort of, I say producer, but he's the one that pressed the buttons because I was
Dog's
too...
body.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just because I was too big to run the desk.
Yeah. Too
like
important,
I used to have to do.
Literally too big. You couldn't get behind it.
Yeah, and then we discovered that, he looked a bit like a boring sort of, alright, yeah, but then when we sort of, poked him with a stick, he came up with, he doesn't realise, but some of the I think, some of the funniest
extraordinary things I've ever
heard. Say hello, Carl.
alright.
Yeah.
Well, classics, I think, so far, that have gone straight to the list include, have you ever used a Y front correctly?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You never see an old person
Eating a Twix.
eating a Twix. These are sort of things. He's
things.
back on his campaign to get rid of jellyfish. Why is that, Carl?
Oh, did you see the paper yesterday?
Go on.
There's a jellyfish, right? It's about 15 foot long, about 5 foot wide, and there's a fella swimming next to it, and the paper's going, "Oh, look at this we've found. There's loads of them in Japan."
Yeah.
And it's because the water's getting hot, so it's making jellyfish really big.
Oh dear. How's the campaign going to get jellyfish get rid of them?
What's your point about jellyfish? They don't do anything.
There's no point. They get in the way.
Jellyfish, yeah.
It ruined me holiday because I got stung by one.
Yeah.
But you think the same thing about Liverpudlians, and we can't just go around, wiping out things that ruin
Well,
your
let's
holiday.
do the jellyfish first, and then we'll move on to the Scousers.
Yeah. Beautiful day. You too, to kick off the show, Steve.
Absolutely.
The Ricky Gervais Show with Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
And Claire Sturgis.
Hello,
Indeed.
boys.
Carl's ill. Well, he's not here. I mean, I never believe people when they're ill. I think they're always malingering. I never take any days off work. I just think you can drag yourself in unless it's life-threatening or...
To be fair, Rick, can I just stop you there? It's not so much that you take days off as you'll just suddenly decide around lunchtime that you've overeaten and you need to go and lie down.
But I'm my own
with
boss.
a cold compress.
Yeah,
and a
I'm my
Swedish
own
masseuse.
I'm my own boss.
Yeah. So it's
In
not
a
so much you
darkened
take days
room.
off. It's not so much you take days off as you never actually do a full day's work.
Yeah,
You actually
exactly.
prevent that straight away.
I never take that hour and a half off a day.
Exactly.
XFM 104.9.
So what's the story, Claire? Do you know anything about Carl? Do you know what his illness is?
I think he's got this sort of cold virus that's going around. He phoned me yesterday. He did sound poorly in his defence. A little
Poorly.
bit croaky.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He coughed a bit.
I'm not being funny. He better be in hospital.
To miss this show.
To miss this show, the flagship show of the week on XFM.
Do you know, you are right, because, and you've been away, haven't you?
Been away 2 weeks. We had the best of again. Well, let's put out the best of.
Yeah.
Let's put out the best of the last 2 weeks, shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to try and get him on the phone. We're going to phone him, and I want him to really explain himself because, I think he's malingering, to be honest.
Well, he phoned me in the week and he said, Steve, don't forget, there's a documentary on Friday night about Oliver the Humanzi, the human monkey. He said to me, it's going to be brilliant.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't brilliant.
It was.
I especially stayed in and watched it.
I taped it and watched it afterwards, and I've never seen so much hype and desperation. They kept showing the same clip of this chimpanzee that walked upright like a lot of chimps can.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
It lost its hair, so it was half human, because all humans are bald.
Yeah.
So that's the half human bit. It didn't have hair. I'm sorry, humans do have hair on their heads.
Yes.
The other thing was this desperation to go, could it be half chimp? No. It's a chimp that superficially looks less like a chimp than other chimps. So Lee Evans looks a bit like a chimp. Is he half chimp, half human?
Yeah.
No, he's a human who looks a bit like a chimp. That's libelous.
Yeah.
That's a bit insulting,
Evans
isn't
could
it?
have you
Should
there.
we just play some music
Yeah,
now?
I'm really sorry about that.
I'll get back to you on that.
Well, we can't get hold of Carl, right? We looked, it's got his old number out there.
His home number?
Yeah, it's a hold on, all right. So we went to the new records. He hasn't even given him this new home number. So something's funny going on. He doesn't want to be contacted. He hasn't given me his home number. I've tracked down a friend who's looking at it for us. That phone might ring any moment. I apologise for that. But why is Carl not available?
It's interesting that neither you or I, and I like to think of ourselves as being fairly close friends of Carl.
Yeah.
We have made him the man he is today. We cannot get in touch with him.
In
We
the
cannot
same way,
contact
in the
him.
same way that bloke bought Oliver.
Sure.
I think that Carl is now ours.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. I think very much that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
Carl is very much like a humanzi.
If we look, we're going to lose contact with him and find him 5 years in a circus in Manchester.
Exactly. They're doing experiments on him.
Yeah. They're
We can't figure him out.
Yeah. Well, there's something wrong with
He
his
looks like a
chromosomes.
human,
He,
but-
he acts like because usually humans stand upright.
Yeah.
And Carl likes to walk on all fours whenever he can.
Yeah.
It's
He's not interested in other human women. He's only interested in apes.
Yeah. It
doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. And he's bald.
He is bold.
Oh look, there's as much evidence
And-
for Carl being a humanzi as Oliver.
Yeah.
I think there's more. And
Well, Carl barely walks upright.
I know.
Scared of fire.
Yeah, I know. It is interesting, isn't it? Oliver was built, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I see. I
Big boy.
don't know.
It was
Why were you looking, Rick? I'm interested that you. I couldn't. What? Your eyes were kind of uncontrollably drawn
Steve, they were
towards
just
his.
there.
No, I didn't say anything. I was just looking at his face.
No,
Sorry, Rick, but if there's something you want to get off your chest,
yeah, and that was the human part of it then, was it? Being built like that, because
Yeah.
it's humans. But
Yeah.
although Carl's is very tiny and hidden behind, and I've noticed something else as well. He's got a big red arse,
that's true.
hasn't he?
Yeah, it's all beginning to slot into place.
And I've seen him climb up a cabinet and eat a banana as well. Just over lunchtime.
And peel it with his toes.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to track him down because he's malingering. He's definitely
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's at home now in the garden swinging on his tyre. He's not ill.
I think more truthfully, someone said to me that I said Carl might be ill. They said, right, are you not going to do the radio show then?
Well, that's what annoys me.
I mean, that's the biggest problem is that, let's be honest, we haven't got anything without Carl.
All we've got is the hook. People are staying listening because eventually they think we might get through to him at home.
Yeah.
And there'll be fun on this show to be had.
If we don't get in touch with Carl, I think we may as well just shoot off and leave Claire to do the show.
I've got some great music. Is that not a...
Well, it's a small...
Well, you could leave the music with me. I could just play
There's not many reasons
That is true, isn't it?
to be here.
Okay, well, play some great music now,
play
Steve.
a great tune.
Okay, wedding present, Steve.
Yeah, I'll explain what it is afterwards. Just play it. It's a joy.
There's a monkey theme.
There is a monkey theme.
monkey connection. Call in if you know the answer. Another classic there from Oasis, Supersonic on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis standing in for Carl. But where is Carl? Where is Carl?
So we've failed to get in touch with him at home.
Well, look, he doesn't want to be contacted. He's turned every phone off. He hasn't given the XFM his new home phone number. He doesn't want to be contacted. I can't believe he's not listening, to be honest.
So you think he's listening now?
Yeah, he listened in Manchester. If he's not listening, he's out and about. I mean, has anyone spotted Carl?
What's your message to him, Rick, if he's listening?
Call up.
Anything else more sort of...
Call up or you're fired.
Okay. Any bad language you want to use? Obviously, you can't really swear.
I can't really say it.
What sort of words? I mean, the F word, would you say?
I'd say the F word. I'd call him a twat.
Would you use the P word? I'm thinking of prick.
Prick, yeah. Definitely use that. Not on air, but
Sure.
I'd call him a
What about
stupid
tits?
little prick.
Would you just say you're a tit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little,
All right.
Little, you stupid little bag of tits, I'd say to him. I mean, privately.
What about the MF word? Because that's pretty intense. That's pretty hardcore. Do you think that this is not appropriate now? Do you think that would be too extreme?
I'm worried if I use that and he was genuinely ill,
Sure.
I'd feel a bit of a
C word.
Cough. Sure. Yeah.
Cough.
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking about C word.
I mean a male bird.
Sure, because we've got into trouble with that before.
Meaning penis, and we don't mean that.
Yeah, we definitely don't mean penis.
But if anyone out there, sorry about that. There was a discussion about bad language. We weren't actually using it. But if any of you out there do see the little twat, get him to call XFM immediately.
Yeah, and likewise, if you're listening, Carl, you cheeky MF, well, you sexy MF, as Prince once said, then give us a ring, because we'd love to talk to you. We just want to find out how you are.
Just call in. We know you're listening. Little Amy Man, Red Vines.
Brilliant.
Lovely track. On XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis, in for Karl Pilkington. He hasn't called.
He may be really ill. I'm feeling a bit guilty.
How ill is he, though? I mean, do you know what I mean? How ill have you got to be to not be able to make a phone call?
Honestly, Juan on XFM 104.9. Right, I just called Carl again. I've been calling him all the time, trying to get through to him, right? He's changed his message, so he is listening, and I've got proof. So can you just call the number, Claire?
Yeah.
Right, call this number. Now listen to this. This is really annoying.
We should tell you now that this is not an amusing sketch or setup.
No.
What's happening there, Claire? Not quite happening for you?
No, it's all right. We'll try that again.
Try that again, Claire.
Yeah.
I'm livid now.
I'm genuinely annoyed, because you'll see, when you hear the message, you'll realise why. Right.
Okay, right. Let's try again.
I don't know who he thinks he is now. I'm beginning to wonder if his minor celebrity is going to his head. All this nice write-up in Heat magazine.
Yeah.
It's changed him. Richard Anderson, incidentally, has emailed in.
Go on.
Dickers Anderson. It's not happening, is it, there, Claire?
Is it?
Why not?
Because I'm a bit stupid.
Why can't...
I can't work it out, can I?
Can't figure it out.
How would you call someone normally?
Well, normally I just pick up the phone and dial it.
Sure.
No, I don't
And
mean...
then
I mean...
But it's like I have a problem getting it through the desk. I tell you what, can I play an ad break and practice? I'll pretend this didn't happen and then come back
in a
to
weird
you.
way, it's like
having Carl. It's like having Carl. Play the ads.
I'll get back to you.
Bit of Snoop. Never... And when did a bit of Snoop ever hurt anyone, Steve?
Absolutely. Never,
Right.
I don't think.
Okay. Carl's away. He pulled the wool over Claire's eyes. There's a few people out there that believed he was ill. I knew he wasn't. In fact, at one point I thought, maybe he is ill. His message on his answer machine has changed in the last 5 minutes, and listen to it, and this is evidence that he's not ill, right?
Okay,
All right,
then.
Yeah.
Who don't read out? Richard Anderson, I should just say, has got in touch.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hold on.
There we go.
Oh, Claire.
No, I can do it. Just tell
All
me
right.
Anderson.
This is ludicrous. Yeah.
Sorry I'm not in today, but not well on that. No more Rockbusters. I think that's what's affected me. It's got me down a bit.
So he's joking.
Yeah.
The doctor said I'll be back swinging on my tyre in no time.
So
See you later.
So he was listening.
He's clearly listening.
So he was listening because we said about swinging on the
Receive
side.
message.
At any time.
Right, Carl, call me. In fact, I'll tell you what, we'll play a little game. Carl would appreciate this. Call me, Carl, or I'm going to give out your number. What's the first 5 or 6 digits, Claire?
Well, it's 07968.
07968. Okay. Phone now, Carl. Start calling now. Right, give the next number, Claire.
You said
You still give the next number?
1.
Make a note of this, because
Okay.
if you want to call Carl yourself...
07968, and the first number to be given out is 1. He's not ill. How do you feel now, Claire? Because he's made a fool of you, because you believed him.
I actually
He's
felt
made a
really
monkey out of
sorry
you.
for him
Yeah.
last night. But now, passed out, I feel a little bit let down.
Right, okay, so we give a number out every 5 minutes until Carl calls, because we know he's listening now. He's taking a piss. He's not ill, obviously, you can hear that. That was as long as a link, so he could have been here. He could definitely call.
Are we leaving this message? Is this a message we're still leaving on his phone?
Yeah.
We're still leaving it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Why don't we leave the rest of the show on his phone? As a message?
Leave it up.
He's got to listen through it all so he can delete it.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing, of course, is that he's not going to get paid for this.
No.
So he's thrown away 80 quid.
That's 80
right?
pounds.
Now, in Manchester, that's a week's wages. So
Easily.
he's obviously been spoilt. For all his mank charm, he's down here, he's living the life of
He
riding.
thinks 80 quid's nothing.
He thinks 80 quid's nothing
Up there,
already.
you could be buying you could buy yourself your own horse.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could probably get yourself a deposit on a flat.
I'd have thought so.
Up
I'd have
there,
thought so,
easily.
yeah. And so, or sun lamps because it's always dark.
Yeah.
He could go mental up there. Now,
Dog piece of string.
So what's the first few digits we've given out?
07968.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
then
code.
and
We've
then
got
1. Okay, we give out
Another
number
of Carl's phone number digits.
So take that down because we love calling him. Should we have a little bit of feed or
Let
something?
me just tell you what Dick has said.
Yeah.
He said, Richard Anderson, he also said, P.S. the show's still rubbish without Carl.
Still rubbish without Carl. Now, is that a compliment? It's still rubbish without Carl, which suggests he thought it might be better without Carl.
No, I think he means it's equally rubbish.
Right. Brilliant.
Nothing
Thanks.
changes.
Thanks, Dickers.
Yeah,
Good
nothing-
on Dick Meister. Well, here we are again, XFM on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah.
and
I mean,
leaving.
even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play what from the last 3 weeks.
After this is Feeder.
All right, so here's the first bit.
Now listen, I'll give this one. This is an easy one. Now just think, right? Think just what it means. They're not that hidden. They're not that cryptic. Just think what this means, okay? Okay. When the Hares addressed a public meeting and claimed that all should have fair shares, the Lions answered, "A good speech, hairy feet, but it lacks claws and teeth such as we have."
How would you use that?
No. What do you think that means? This is translated from the, I don't know, Greek or something. I don't know. It was Aesop. Where's he from?
Greek.
Yeah. So shall I do it in my own language? Okay. So what would happen if there's hares and they have a meeting in the jungle with like loads of lions and go, "Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I think we should all be equal and share everything. All right?" And the lions go, Well, yeah, it's easy for you to say. We've got claws and teeth.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's saying, like, of course the hares want that, because it's better for them. The lions get nothing out of it, because they're already king of the jungle. That's
right. So it's negotiating from weakness. Anyone can negotiate from strength, but negotiating from weakness is it's be lovely. It's a lovely utopian look at the animal kingdom.
But the way you said it is better than the way they worded it.
Well, that's because Ricky's very much the modern Aesop. I mean, many people have thought that. That's why he's getting a lot of awards with the TV show. For him, that's a fake.
So look, I'll take that home and read ones you like and tell me about the ones you like, ones that click. I don't care if you only come in with like one or two. Go, I'll tell you what, Rick, that's there's one thing that I've learned from that. Because sometimes you can know all these phrases and until something happens, you don't think, everyone's heard, I don't know, to err is human, to forgive divine. And then some, might happen, and you go, oh, that's what that means. That's amazing. So,
Do you know any, Steve, offhand?
What's that?
A fable.
Well, I would imagine that the most famous one I've always remembered is the lion with the thing in its hoof. Do you remember that?
Paw.
The lion, yeah, with the spike in its paw, and a smaller animal gets out for it, but it still attacks it anyway.
Well, that's life, isn't it?
Well, I read one the other day, actually, which was very interesting. It was one that the famous film director Orson Welles said.
Oh, yeah.
Which he said, apparently there was a bear going across a lake, wading through the lake, and a scorpion said, well, let me go on your back, will you? Come on, just let me go on your back, we'll go across, it'll be brilliant. He goes, well, no, you'll just sting me. You go, don't be stupid, if I sting you, you'll die, and we'll both drown. And he goes, oh, fair enough.
Who was doing the stinging?
The scorpion.
Right, okay.
And the bear's wading through the water.
Yeah.
So the scorpion jumps on the back, and they wade through the water, and halfway across, the scorpion stings the bear. And the bear goes, well, we're both going to die now. He goes, yeah, it's my nature.
I thought he was going to say, I can swim.
Oh, you're the best.
What's the one about...
Does that mean anything to you? It's my nature, i.e., that's in my nature.
That's the way it is.
That's what I do. Yeah, I'm a scorpion. Yeah, one of my favourite ones.
These don't mean anything to you, do they? I mean, one thing is you're not impressed by them.
They're all right.
What about this? What about this one?
Don't trust bears.
Here's one of my favourites. What?
He said, well, why not just say, don't trust bears?
The bear's the one that was too trustworthy. Don't trust scorpions.
Yeah.
Right, here's one of my favourite ones of all time, okay? A lion is dying. It's an old lion. He's in the front of his cave, and all the animals come around, like the foxes and the hyenas and the rabbits, and they're all taking the piss out of him, and they're laughing at him, and they're laughing and going, "You can't fight us now." And just before he dies, he goes, "Fine, but I was a lion once." What does that mean?
Don't know.
Well, he's saying it's better to have lived and had what I had, because I was great, if only for a short time, and you lot are still alive, but you're nothing. You're rabbits and hares. I was a lion once, so I'm
Are they
happy.
always using animals for these stories?
Well, yeah, I could change it to refrigerators and household appliances if it would make it help, but animals,
I remember the one about being ill a lot, and you say something about
go on.
If you keep doing that, if you keep having time off, well, I won't believe you.
That's the boy who cried wolf. Is that right? Yeah. Do you know that one?
Have you heard the famous one? This is probably the most powerful one. When you're pulling a face, and they say, well, if you keep doing that, the wind changes.
I've heard
Stay like that. Because that's scientifically proven.
That can happen. That can happen.
Should we have hip hop hooray?
Yeah.
Are you queued up for that?
No, but go on, you...
Carl, sort it out, mate.
I was going to...
No, come on, this is what I asked you to play, mate. If you've not, you're getting too big for your boots now with your showbiz lifestyle. You're not paying attention, are you? You're not playing the record if we want you to play it.
Heat magazine's favourite.
Yeah. Okay, so,
we dropped that.
CD now. That was clumsy.
Oh.
You're, with the big
I can't believe you're not... Oh, fables are great.
He's not impressed, is he, Rick?
No, I am. I mean, once I take this book home tonight and that, have a read, I might change my mind on them next week.
You're coming all stressed.
I'm not impressed with the ones you've been talking about, I must admit.
Okay. Coldplay, The Scientist on XFM 104.9. Right, competition, isn't it?
No, it's Educating Ricky Part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I wasn't even listening. He's doing all the work, I wasn't even listening. I want to spill some water down that. Right, what's this one again then?
Right.
What's the teaser headline?
Teaser headline is, What's Tomato with You?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Go on.
How excited were you when you came up with that? You couldn't wait to come in and tell us, could you?
I think it's a good one because you won't forget it now, will you? I mean, like the worm one. What's so special about the worm?
You know, a lot of people think that if you cut a worm in half, two worms will grow, but no. What happens is if you cut the head end slightly nearer the tail than the tail will die, but the worm with the head will be okay. So, it's exploded a myth, and it taught me something.
Right, so the second one, part 2 of educating Ricky. What's tomato with you?
Yeah.
What this one's about is, ages ago,
This is scientific.
There's never a date. There's never a country, a location.
Okay, settle down, children. Now, this is A-level history. Right.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. When a mental place with swords was a king, forget his name, but he was a loony. So, and it was literally ages ago. Yeah. So, good luck in the exam. Yeah.
Right. So, like, you know, all right, many years ago.
Oh, yeah, cleared that up.
They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right? Because what
hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story?
Well,
because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with the... Are they poisonous tomatoes?
No.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
I don't believe it.
Go
on. They could have been eating tomatoes all this time.
Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so hang on a minute. Let's just recap quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
But they're not poisonous.
But hang on a minute.
All right, it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
Okay, I'm not going to tackle it.
So, if you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. They had lead plates. Right?
What are you talking?
Just let him talk.
Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it. And because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill. So they thought tomatoes were poisonous, so they didn't eat them for many years.
And when you say they, do you mean the people of Narnia?
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Where was this happening?
Sort of in Britain and that.
You put him on the spot there. Oh, I hope there's no uppity pupils at this school when they go, what do you mean, sir? Oh, if you're going to... Oh, I'm fed up with you.
Do you understand?
No.
So the
No, you've got... No, right, okay, first of all, Carl, where'd you get this information from?
Where
14
did I get
times
that?
as well?
Do you know...
You can't remember?
I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I got it from. But why don't you think that makes sense?
But what? Someone once got lead poisoning from a tomato?
Not just one, loads, and then all of a sudden... No.
Why is this educating me?
Because I'm telling you that tomatoes...
I can't take anything away from this. Yeah. I don't know what to take away from this. What have I learned? Don't mix lead with tomatoes. Why is this educational in any shape or form? What are you telling me? A long time ago in the land of Glunk, right, where the ninnies did slib, right, they thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate plates of lead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story?
Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Carl? I
think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
It's the same people that were spreading those malicious worm rumours.
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish. There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4:00 to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4:00, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh no.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Who told that story? Who told that story? as he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't he
he's
wait,
dead.
as his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in
Just in case the lights are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes out, I'll call you at 4, okay, if you're busy. Well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case someone goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. I know what you're thinking. If this is the best, my Christ, what was the rest like? Well, we'll be back in a week's time, so you can judge it for yourself live. But anyway, in the meantime, this is one of the best clips I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm laughing just thinking about what it might be.
XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Steve.
Well, we were talking about the news just now, and there was a story I heard in the week. I think it was on the radio, and I don't know all the details. But what I heard was that a number of, I think it was Falkland, maybe Gulf War veterans, were, I think, suing or complaining to the government because they wanted compensation for post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it seems to me that if you're in the army and you're a soldier, a certain degree of trauma is kind of inevitable. I mean, after all, if you're any good at your job, you are going to see people getting killed. So I don't understand what the ins and outs of it are. I don't know why.
Nobody came back and Tony Blair met him and go, all right, well, not really, no. Go on, what's the matter? Well, there was people shooting at us and everything, it was all muddy. Well, calm down, don't cry. Well, I will cry.
There was a drill sergeant just kept shouting, saying, "Look at you, stupid boy, where's this gun's not clean?" I just cleaned the gun and it was fine, and now he's telling me to clean it again.
Yeah, and the boots, they were shiny.
Fine, he was
well, he's
showing.
got to do that, it's more distant.
His neck was as big as his head.
Well, yeah, but you don't know what
I don't know what the ins and outs of it are, but...
what you got to do is make sure you know what you're going into. That's what I do. You got to check the small print. So if I was, going over to like the Falklands or, the Gulf, I'd put my hand up and go, will it be horrible? I go, you at the back, yes? Will it be horrible? It will be horrible, yes. It will be horrible. There will be shooting and lots of death and everything. I go, right, I'm not going to go. And they go,
Exactly.
okay then. Okay.
That should be fine, yeah.
Should be fine, yeah. Just like that. Is anyone else scared about this? Pretty much all of us. Okay, then we won't send anyone then.
Exactly.
My brother went into the army, right? Because he couldn't get a normal job. And my dad said, if you don't get a job by such a date, that's it, son, you're going in the army. And so when was the Falklands? Was it about
81?
Right. And he joined back in like 81 or something. And he I don't know, he was in Aldershot or something.
Oh yeah.
And he wrote back to my mum saying, a bad time to join, bad time in this. So she wrote.
What bad time? Join, that's so sweet, Carl, isn't it? That's like, dear Dad, yeah, well done.
Don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I was on the dole, that's for sure. Thank you for joining a month before the Belgrano.
Anyway,
go on.
My mum called up, spoke to the sergeant and said, can you leave him out of this one?
Can you leave him out of this one? What, the Falkland War?
He's only just joined, and she called him Chuck, which he got done for. Like, she's one of them, I think it's a northern thing, like saying, how are you, Chuck?
Yeah.
And she called the sergeant Chuck, and the sergeant said to my brother, your mum, she's called up and asked if you can not go, which, of course, we'll see how it goes. But can you tell
What do you mean? Why did the sergeant even entertain this?
Well,
Pilkington, come here. Your mum's been giving me a bit of earache. Now listen, tell her I've told you, but can you call her, because she called me Chuck and everything. Can you call her and say you don't mind? Well, not really. Oh, please, because I've promised her say you want to go. No, please, say you want to go. Why was he entertaining this phone call?
because he was new to the army, I suppose.
Who? No, I mean the sergeant.
I don't know. Maybe they do that.
So what happened? He didn't go in the end?
So he didn't go, no.
You can't do it.
That's ludicrous.
I love it, though. Okay, we went over the top. Pilkington,
No,
I've got a note. Yeah. Is this really your mum? Yeah. Okay. No, this seems to be in order.
Because I noticed it says, I do not want to go into the army. I don't want to go and fight. And it's crossed out and it's good. Mum says, don't.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't write this yourself.
No, my mum wrote this. Okay.
You definitely wrote this yourself.
Your excuse. You're going to have to fill envelopes.
No, I'm sure if he was needed, he would have had to go, but I think they made a bit of a special effort. They sort of said, oh.
Well, it wasn't conscription anyway. Oh, no. I was thinking
Were the other soldiers going around just going,
Pilkington.
No, he ended up being a mechanic in there, and he got kicked out for going for a packet of fags in a tank.
What?
Now, wait a minute. Do you mean he nipped down the shops in a tank?
Yeah.
I don't believe that, Carl. You've
Honest to God, that, and he went off with the sergeant's wife. So that didn't help, and he ended up getting kicked out.
Sorry, your brother's a genius.
I love this. First of all, he gets a call from his mum, going, let him up, and goes, oh, God. Then he goes, where's Pilkington? His mum's on the phone. Where is he? He's near your house, Sergeant. Near my house? Well, why is... No reason. Well, when he comes back, when he's finished, tell him his mum called. And can he get me a bucket of fags? Tell him to walk this time. Wow. This is ludicrous.
So the sergeant found out that he was sleeping with his wife?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
did your mum phone up and say, let him off?
Let him off this time. Can he... Yeah. That's fantastic.
But he misses it. I mean, I haven't seen him for about 11 years. But ever since he came out, he's just kept getting into trouble and that. And the army, people slag it off. But I think if you're a certain type of person, it's good for you.
It didn't straight him out, did it?
No.
He was going down the shops in a tank. He was shagging someone behind their back.
It's really weird. It's like back then, he was like a proper adult and he had a house and he collected crystal with his wife and that. And now, he hasn't got any of that.
Has he got the wife?
No.
Has he got the crystal?
Don't think he has.
And he
I seriously haven't seen him for about 11 or 12 years. I haven't even spoken to him.
Carl's stories always start off nice and funny, and then they just leave me empty and slightly depressed. I don't know whether to hug him or shoot him, put him out of his misery. Can we take Carl to the... phone in if you think I should take Carl to the vets and have him put down, because it's just too stressful. Carl's getting very excited, as we all are, about his new... Should we let him do a little taster for us?
Well, I'm very excited about it. I mean,
so the gist of it, what is it exactly? Right. Is it a game show or is it a competition?
It's just thought it's something that you can play, and also people at home can take part in it.
Now, would they phone in about this, or they can just play at home while they're listening?
They can just play at home.
Okay.
You mean we haven't got any prizes?
No, there isn't.
No, I think we could get him to phone in. Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Let's hear the game idea first.
Yeah. Right, it's music related.
Okay, good.
And what I do is I sort of tell a little story.
Okay.
And that story makes up a song title.
All right. Well, it sounds ambitious.
So,
is it a cryptic clue?
Could be. Say like this, right?
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me.
Say like this. Right. This woman, right, she's pregnant. You know the answer to this one, so don't be saying anything. This is just aimed at Steve.
Okay.
Right. This woman has a baby.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, has a baby, and the doctor's there in the hospital, going, "Oh yeah, you've got a lovely little baby here."
You told me that this is. Oh, this guy.
Got a lovely little baby. It's just coming out now. You'll be able to see it in a minute, and it's like covered in gunk and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going, "Yeah, it's nearly here. It's coming out. I see its little head and that." And he gets hold of it, and it's full of all this gunk, right?
The baby's full of gunk?
Yeah, like the...
Covered in gunk or full of gunk?
Covered in it.
Right.
And he goes, here you go, get hold of your baby, and he drops it.
Right.
What song's that?
There's so much irrelevance there, Steve. I can't tell you. It's not a cryptic clue. It's not a cryptic clue. Because only... the gist of it is relevant.
That isn't the best one. That's just...
Right. I mean, there's things there that you were dwelling on and thinking of pun. Don't. Just go for gut instinct. What was it? What was that?
Right, I just need to try and get the basics of this. There's a woman, she's pregnant, she has a baby.
Yeah.
The baby's covered in gunk.
Yeah.
Right.
And because of the gunk, the doctor drops the baby.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Yeah, that is all you need to know. Yeah. The pregnancy's largely irrelevant.
Okay, what are the key elements?
It's the birth and the doctor dropping it that are the irrelevant. The
birth
thing.
and the dropping of the baby.
Yeah.
I've absolutely no idea. I can't even begin to guess.
Think about what's happened here.
Oh, Carl,
she's had a baby. The doctor's trying to deliver it. He's saying it's a nice little baby you've got here.
This is all irrelevant. Right, let me tell you this. So just to be fair to Steve, so he can get into your mind, right? This is not a traditional cryptic clue, logical problem. This is Carl, what song am I thinking of, right? That is Underworld, Born Slippy.
I have to say, actually, that makes textbook sense.
Yeah.
No, that does actually. No, I'm sorry.
Do you like all the story about it's all right, you can see it in him, and it always is covered in gunk. Yeah.
No, I agree there is some extraneous detail, but I have to say that
Born was good, because it was, that's the look of it, was Born was good, yeah.
And Born Slippy, I was quite impressed by that, Carl. I have to say, no, to be fair to you, I'm not just patronising you.
Oh, well, wow.
I actually think that was really good, and I disrespect Ricky Gervais for slagging that off, because I actually think that was quite good.
Well, let's go ahead with it then.
I think we could maybe open this up to email correspondence or
okay,
or the
let's
phone
go
line.
for it then. Okay, this is Karl Pilkington's new game show idea. It's
Just what's the song?
Karl Pilkington presents What's the Song? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Karl Pilkington.
There's a fella who was in a coma for 20 years. Just they kept like taking him through like the normal day. They take him to Alton Towers and stuff. Doesn't know anything about it. Just kept going through the motions. Don't know if they kept charging him. Kept putting him through all that. He eventually came out of it. 20 years.
And went, stop taking me to Alton Towers, it's shit.
I just thought, imagine how much post he had. How much post?
Oh,
Did you read about that guy in the paper, Carl? He, sorry, on the internet. He in about, I think it was about 1984, 85, he had a terrible car accident.
But this must be it.
He went into a coma.
This must be what he's talking about.
Well, they didn't take him to Alton Towers.
Of course they didn't. But you've got to try and decipher the truth from the conjecture, from the thing that I mean, don't forget, Carl realises that he's had a dream. He talks to Suzanne and goes, that was good, wasn't it, last night we were in the plane? She goes, no, that's a dream. He goes, oh yeah, where's my cornflakes? You got to, you know what I mean? I can now decipher what he's actually seen, what he's read.
Well, go on, what did you...
Well, I'm assuming it's the same guy.
It is the same guy.
It was a guy in some small American town, and he'd had a car crash, and he'd gone into a coma, and his wife had left him. She'd gone on with her life, because he'd been in a coma since then, and he had just woken up recently.
Marriage wasn't working.
Marriage wasn't working. He just wasn't paying enough attention. She was pregnant at the time, and so now his daughter is basically the same age as he was when he went into the coma, and he's just started coming around. He's just started making jokes. They said, how do you feel? He said horny, which I thought was quite witty for a man who'd been in a coma for however many years. But anyway, so he's slowly trying to rebuild what life he can.
That's
what do you make of that, though? Because the thing is that he's missed. Imagine what he's missed, Carl. Imagine the music that he's missed. The
Live
TV
Aid.
programs.
Missed Live Aid.
Live Aid.
He missed Phil Collins playing in 2 consonants in one day.
Frankly, I'd be devastated if I discovered that.
Missed Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't. So he put on ripped jeans and they go passe.
They just have to send him a series of those I Love 1986 programs with Kate Thornton filling him in on what he's
exactly. Peter Kay reminding him of space operas.
Yeah,
he remembers those.
Talking rubbish.
Yeah. So
extraordinary, though, isn't it, Carl? To think. No, obviously.
So had he aged much? Because he hadn't had any problems or anything. No worries.
Well, he probably wouldn't have, physiologically, he probably wouldn't have the wear and tear of a 43-year-old man. Because he wouldn't have had sun, he wouldn't have had sort of nicotine, beer.
Unless they were just feeding that to him.
Anyway, still. Yeah.
So you'd feel groggy, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you might feel a bit groggy, yeah.
Well, he's not fully back to normal. I mean, there's some kind of residual brain damage.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he can form sentences. He's got no real memory, so he can't remember a lot of things.
It was just when I saw...
Carl, have you been in an accident?
You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. Okay, what's the next one? What's the educating Ricky?
I don't know. See, like I say, I was looking around and there's stuff that is interesting. Right, I was looking on the web.
But there's no point.
Well, it's just that I found one about...
what's the point?
About a lad who 8 years old, but he's still breastfed. Now, I don't know if you can get anything out of that.
Is that what his mum said?
So,
What do you mean? I don't know if I can get anything out of that. You don't need to.
No, it's just that,
Where did you read that?
That was on the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're always unspecific when you mention it. It's just it was on the internet.
Well, I'm trying to think what I put in. I think I put in Y to see if I'd confuse the computer. And then,
Go! You are...
No, I did,
No, honestly.
I did a search, put in why, and it came up with funny things that, like, why is this person doing that? Why is that? And it had a picture of this 8-year-old lad, sort of, on his mum's nipple. And it was saying, is this healthy?
You sure that wasn't asking you that question?
What? I put in why? Just to confuse the computer. Like, the computer go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah. Last week, I was walking home with him, and I went, he was saying something stupid, and I went, I've got a competition for next week. Let's do a phone-in, and it's called Karl Pilkington, Genius or Fool.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, No. I went, why not? He went, well, it'd be confusing because they say there's no difference between genius and being a fool.
They do though, don't they?
No, but it's rubbish. And people say there's a fine line between madness and genius. And, it's a ridiculous soundbite. They don't say there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot.
Well, the people who do are idiots.
Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm just
a title for the story.
No. It's just what would you do? Right?
What do you mean? What would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area, right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so Carl, what are you asking me about this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw on the internet, there's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk, and it's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right. I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So, what should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? what are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No. What are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the public?
I'm just saying, say if you live next door to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old. He's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish. And he goes, all right, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I assume.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Carl? Let's turn it back on him.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, all right then, put it in a bowl first.
And you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right? And you do that when you're a baby and everything's all right, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah.
You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see. And you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see like an old man having a Twix. You never. So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see an old man
I
eating a
know,
Twix.
that's a terrible thing.
So what they have got, right? They've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with Gervais.
Is that a song? Oh God! You don't see it.
So they've got their Werthers, right?
Yeah. Look at him. You think he's giving a lecture at Oxford?
It's not going anywhere.
No, go on, sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying,
Right.
you grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't look right, so he's having...
It doesn't look right.
So...
Right.
I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
I think it cuts though before he throws it back in his face and goes, get me a Twix.
I used to sell mackerel.
Did you?
Yeah, I had a pet magpie
Did you?
called Maggie.
Pet magpie. You mean you captured it and didn't let it go away?
Yeah.
Can't have a pet magpie.
But then it got really vicious. I mean...
Well, it was let me go. What do you keep it in a rabbit hutch?
No, it flew around, but it used to just like come to me all the time. But then it started pecking me head and stuff.
That's not a pet magpie. That's a bird in the garden.
No, but I could actually, I could hold it and stuff. It wasn't scared of me, and it knew it was me. It used to come down from like the top.
It hated you. That's why it wanted to peck you. Is that?
And the other thing, I always remember being younger and like walking through the woods to school with my mum, and like, I was chasing a butterfly, and she said, "Oh, don't do that, Carl." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because they only live a day." I said, "Oh, all right, I'll get a dead one in the morning."
That's genius.
That's great. That's quick thinking, isn't it? Oh,
that's sweet. Let's play a song.
oh. Carl was all flustered because there was a record set up and he's getting all tizzy. He's been more worried about his competitions than sorting out putting records on ready. What?
I'm after Steve's Song for a Love.
Well, I'll tell you what, why didn't you carry on with your educating Ricky section? I'll have a look on the
We'll keep it going, Steve.
Yeah, you keep
go on then. Right, okay. We've had a few emails. Anyone got it right, Carl? Anyone got it?
Educating Ricky, that's the final one. We've got to get that out of the way.
We've got to get Rockbusters as well, though.
We can do that at the end. We can whip.
Go on then.
But we've only got 5 minutes left.
Come on, just do Educating Ricky.
Right.
God.
The last one that we haven't done is he's a bit of a nuisance.
Go on then.
Again, not really that interesting.
Thanks.
Telling you this one because
Come on!
To be
Just
honest-
do it, or do it now!
Steve, how we doing?
Look, no, never mind that. Look, just tell me what that means. Oh, he's a nuisance. Oh, this is so annoying, Carl. I'm going to go mental.
Right,
Talk.
Right. Listen, I'm just putting this in here, right? Right, nuisance is a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah.
Apparently, the old fella who used to hang people.
1800s?
Yeah. He used to be able to tell somebody's weight just by looking at them. Right? That's a bit of a bonus fact.
We'll be the judge of that.
The thing that I wanted to tell you is money for old rope. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't even be bothered.
Yes, you're going to tell me now. Come on, Carl.
Right,
I mean it.
Basically, money for old rope came from the... Right.
What was all that about? You can tell someone's weight. What was
The
that
bonus
for?
fact.
And blind blessed shitting himself. What are you... What? Look, no, tell me that now. You nearly made me swear then. I'm getting really annoyed. I'm getting really annoyed now. Tell me this back, Carl, or I'm going to go mental.
Come on, Carl, time's running out.
More that people years ago, when people used to be hung, right?
Right.
If you didn't like the person who's been hung, you'd go, God, I really don't like him. And so you never forget the time.
Because if they're being hung, we take that as read.
Yeah. So they never forget afterwards to get the hangman to get the rope and to cut it up into little pieces, and he'd sell them. He'd sell the little pieces of rope to people. And
Carl, that's the most interesting thing, if it's true, that you've come up with.
Right, okay. And so so they sell the rope?
They sell the rope, and it's money for old rope.
Money for old rope.
Meaning, like, God, it's easy to make money. That all they have to do is cut it up and sell it.
I'm cynical.
I'm not so convinced.
Listen, we're really tight. We haven't even got time for a last track. We've got an ad break and we've got to give out...
Okay, give the answers then. This is ridiculous.
Alright, this is Karl, the producer of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant on XFM 104.9. We're playing out some of the best bits. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's another one. I've got that feature Educating Ricky, which is a bit of a play on words as well. Right? Do you know the film, Steve?
Educating Rita.
Yeah.
I see what you've done. Go on.
I'm doing that, and I teach Ricky stuff.
What do you teach me, Carl?
Well, I've got a few different topics.
Go on.
Do you know, like how you taught me about Hitler and Che Guevara and Winston Churchill? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come in with topics every week, and this week I've got
Ghosts?
No, hanging bacon is one of the topics.
Say that again.
Hanging bacon.
Hanging bacon.
All the titles.
Francis Bacon.
No, all the titles are sort of named to sort of tease you and get you more interested in it.
Hanging bacon. Well, you've certainly intrigued.
Go on. What's another title one?
Hairy Chinese kid.
I'm going for that one.
If there was a university degree with that title.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go for hairy Chinese kid,
And
I think.
the final one,
Yeah.
Alien gives man a beard.
Right.
Alien gives man a beard.
I am going to burst. Right, listen, Carl, you've got to tell me. Right, first, let's do it in
No,
reverse
we're
order.
not going to do it now anyway.
What do you mean? We've got to do it now. This is the first interesting thing you've said in an hour. Okay, the listeners have just been subjected to rubbish and mistakes and everything for the last 6 months. Please, we've got to do Alien Gives Man a Beard. What is that? Tell us that.
Right.
Sorry, this is just you telling me something, is it? This feature is you telling me something.
I'm teaching you something. Educating Ricky.
So are we playing it now? We're already into this feature. Well into this feature, are we?
Yeah, I suppose we are, yeah.
Should there not be a jingle or something?
Yeah, can we have a
Well, there's
jingle?
no point, because look, I come up with ideas and you dismiss them straight away, so I'm not wasting my time making stuff.
Right.
If you don't like
well, okay,
it.
let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So-
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, hairy Chinese kid, Alien Gives Man a Beard.
I think Alien gives man a beard.
I'd like to do that.
Right, there's this fella, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there,
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He hasn't.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is he
yeah.
took him and
Yeah.
he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. Here.
Can I just ask again? Just again. I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's
the
grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was
he'd been
lying? What if
drunk?
he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just
any
lying.
number of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3 days
And that
with
was
his
his
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played out.
So when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean? Add a little bit more.
We'll add a bit more to this what I'm educating you about.
Go on.
Right? There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Carl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here...
I'm listening to Capital and these I got Foxy on from yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No, wait, it's great. No,
I want to hear about Hairy Chinese Kid.
Let's play a tune. And
Okay,
then come
play a
back
tune,
with
come back with Hairy Chinese Kid, definitely.
Some doors.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go back,
Oh.
take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this. Well, we talked about it before. Do you know the little mouse that had an ear on its back?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Well, you thought he had a bad time, right? Listen to this one. Mouse walking about with us sort of wearing a monkey's testicle. They're just having a laugh. This is what I mean about a lot of scientists. What are they doing? When's that going to come in handy?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, they were seeing if, say if a fella loses one, right?
Yeah.
Hitler or whatever. And they go, well, don't worry about it. We can sort you out. I don't know what the monkey's going to do. I don't know if they keep passing them on or whatever. But the actual monkey testicle was put on the mouse. And it worked. It worked for the mouse.
But isn't it? I mean, isn't a monkey's testicle quite large in relation to a mouse? Would it not look like the mouse was on a space hopper or something?
Oh yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, they didn't put it where its testicles would be.
No, they did.
Like, well, how could it walk then? The ear was on his back, so he could just get about.
Well, I don't know. But
Well, you don't know, do you? You just guessed. Did they grow the monkey's testicles where the mouse
Well, it
testicles
looked
would?
stupid anywhere else, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, whereas a mouse with monkey testicles, that's fine.
You'd be showing off. You'd be all right. I'd prefer that than the ear.
When that mouse gets put back in with the other mice, do the other mice go, George, you look different. Have you had anything done?
But the weird thing is, as well, apparently it still works as a monkey.
What?
So,
what
like
are you talking about?
Like the sperm and that was it was still sort of monkey.
Of course
sperm.
it was. What are you talking about?
Well, that's weird.
But what, Carl? What? But what? It's only a thing to give it nutrients. That's all the thing they're testing. It's like grafting at that level. Right. What's your question? Because I'm right. What do you think? It would change eventually. It would have changed into a mouse testicle because it had been hanging round a mouse for so long.
No, I thought the actual sperm of it though would be a mouse's.
Why?
Because it's hanging off a mouse.
No, but your sperm is actually created in the testicles.
So
that's why it has to be outside your body. Otherwise, we put them in a nice little cage.
But I'm guessing then that they've done this operation so that they can do it to humans. Yeah. Why would I want a monkey testicle if my kids are going to be monkeys? What use is it?
No, think. That's no.
That's going to happen anyway, Carl.
Yeah, but think. Think of what you're saying. They've grown a monkey testicle on a mouse to see if it would still function as a monkey's testicle, okay? So they can do that to humans. So think, Carl. What they'd do is they'd grow a human testicle on a mouse and it could still be used as a human testicle.
So what?
To give you a testicle that you've lost.
From a mouse?
No, from another person who it was kept alive on a mouse. Because it's kept the nutrients alive, as opposed to keeping it deep freeze. Maybe bollocks go off after a week. I don't know. Maybe they get accidents. He had a little a card. Do you donate your testicles? Yeah, I'll tell you what. No one needs testicles yet. Let's keep them on a mouse. You have yours ripped off in some sort of bizarre skiing accident. You go, well, you're in a Battersea dog town. You pick the ones you want. They can grow them on anything. They can grow them on a Dachshund. Bulldogs are growing them usually, that's where you see a bulldog. Usually that's waiting for an operator. What don't you understand, Carl?
Hang on a minute. I thought this was knob news, not testicle time. I don't understand what
this testicle time's not for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's all sort of linked and that though, isn't it?
Well, sometimes it's linked to a mouse.
But what do you think about, like, I don't know, testing stuff out like that? Is it worth it? Could you not just go straight from...
But listen, Carl, I'm getting this information from you.
No,
if this was on Question Time and someone said there were, Dimbleby and Paxman or whatever said it, I'd think about it as a moral dilemma. You've just said you saw a mouse with a monkey testicle. What do you think of that? I don't think any of it. I don't think anything of it is the answer, Carl, because I can't trust the info. I cannot trust anything that comes out of your mouth.
Well, it's true, but it's just all this. It's the same thing, innit? It's the leeches in a blender. It's the fella looking at an electron.
Yeah.
It's the mouse with an ear on its back.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point is.
But you don't read on. Because I've seen you read something and you're going, look at that. Man survives on eating knee. And I go, what else? You go, yeah, I didn't read on. I didn't read on.
You look at the mouse with the ear on the back, and you just think that must be murder at a concert. You don't think. You don't
Yeah.
think.
No,
anything
I
else.
just
You don't
think,
read on.
is it worth sort of wasting all the...
You think he swallowed someone's ear? He gnawed it away and swallowed it, and it's just in his system.
Yeah.
No, I just get a bit sad about the mice and that.
I agree. I mean, that is sad, yeah. Of course, anything like that. Travis on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. We're doing Educating Ricky. Right, final one. Come on, Karl.
Right, what was it? It was, why don't they just get a diary or some paper or something to write on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
snappy.
I couldn't think of a heading for it. It's basically
Go on.
people who have tattoos. I've never understood it, right? That they have something put on their arm.
Right, sorry. Have we started the educate? Is this part of it? Are you educating me? This is something that will be useful in my life that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Go on then.
No, it's just that they've got a machine out, right, that does tattoos.
Tattoos.
You come up with a design you want, and you sort of this machine scans it, and you put your arm in this thing, and you press print or whatever, and then it does the tattoo on your hand or on your
What, like
arm.
loads of little needles that follow a pattern?
Yeah,
Computer, is it?
basically, yeah.
Is it a real tattoo? It's a proper.
It's a proper one. The fella said,
Well, as long as it goes out, it pierces the skin with a.
I just wondered if it's one of those kind of, those kind of.
No, it must be lots of little needles or a moving needle that can go
Sorry,
along
but
it.
how is this cleaned? Like in between each person?
don't know, probably, I don't know.
Well, no, as long as it's only that. If it's one needle, it's just the head, isn't it? If it's one needle that moves, does it like loads of little?
What are we gaining from a machine doing it?
Just because they're not going to sort of mess it up.
But hold on, how do you keep your arm still? Because your skin moves slightly. It's a machine.
It's sort of strapped to your arm.
Right,
And
so
the
it's
fella,
spread-
the
so-
fella said that the tricky thing was in all this, it was the fact that nobody would let him test it out on anyone else, so he had to do it himself.
But did it work? Because the thing is with a tattoo
Yeah, it worked,
artist, they
yeah.
can see when your skin's moved and they can see what they've done and they keep wiping it and looking. Whereas a machine's just got to trust itself. So I think one needle could go wrong. If it was a lot of needles, that it just came down, like, 1,000 needles, that was an imprint.
Yeah.
But
No, it-
obviously I'm asking someone who hasn't delved any further than there's a machine that can give you a tattoo. That's all you've got at the moment, isn't it?
Well, basically.
That's all you've got.
I mean, that's what I've got because I'm not a fan of tattoos. I don't.
But where did you read this again?
This was
Internet?
This was on the internet. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just don't understand why people do it. That's what got me attention. Because me,
Sorry, what have I learned from this?
that if you wanted to get one, you can get one done by a machine now. People say machines are sort of taking over and that, and there's another one. But it's just the fact. I mean, I don't know.
So give us the snappy title of this education again.
Why don't they just get a diary or some paper or something to write it on? That's what I always think when I see people with loads of tattoos. Like there's that fella who we were talking about the other week in Scotland who was covered 99% in tattoos. It's just like, what have you done that for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't get rid of it now. You've done it now.
Yeah.